fairly Well, welcome back to Live on Patrol. We're at the Holiday gas station up here at 96 in Centerville. Just going to patrol through part of the suburbs here on our way back to the city. Thanks for rejoining us. Thanks for letting us have a little break too. And just because a lot of people are unfamiliar with our schedule, if you wouldn't mind sharing this again with your friends. I'm looking for something very valuable in this bag. Aha, there it is. I found it.
And I'm going to hop out real quick and grab a Mountain Dew if that's good.
Oh yeah, no problem. And be careful in there. And there's a bag of junk.
This is all trash?
Trash now. The important ingredients have been consumed.
Yes, they have. My batteries are recharged. I'll be right back.
You want a regular Mountain Dew? I got a fountain here, but I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night, 2235.
So, looking for our other phone. I seem to have, oh, there it is. Too many phones. Tough to keep track of all of them.
Two eight seven.
Say, by the way, when you do text us, I know on the
2236.
on the Facebook we know who you are, but on the text those numbers don't correlate. So if you want to leave us your name, that would be great. Sometimes we get people that we probably know, but on the text we really don't know who you are. So I just got a text from a nice young lady. I'll leave her name out, but she's, I'm currently listening to Live on Patrol. I used to be on a far, far different path, and the only reason I am on the path I'm in now because Ramsey County Drug Court. And if it weren't for the men and women who fight for us, sometimes harder than we fight for ourselves, addiction is such a silent killer. And just special thanks to everyone who's fighting the fight. It's so crazy watching Live on Patrol in my old territory. Actually, I saw a post from a guy named John Lamsky. It's 25 years of sobriety, and John went into working as a probation officer, juvenile probation officer, and was so helpful with my son while he was in juvenile detention center and afterwards. So I just want to call out to John Ramsey for helping so many kids and being such a great role model and helping my son Kyle. And even after he got out on probation, John used to go listen to him sing. You know, I have been starting each of these sessions with some music from Kyle. You know, most of you know that he passed away, but he had several awesome songs that he personally wrote, and they're all got sort of an upbeat feel to them, and a lot of them reflect his life and some of the struggles he had, but mostly reflect his relationship with people that he thought a lot of.
Information for squads on an officer safety cops flare out of North St. Paul for Minnesota license 014.
There's
November
Pat.
Victor,
He looks like a criminal.
Oldsmobile Aurora, tan in color.
A year ago, they would have called and they would have reported a suspicious dude with a mask on leaving the holiday. With a large coat that probably contained a lot of product. All right. We're going to head down Highway 61 through Maplewood. We're going to take 96 over there through White Bear Lake, see what happens if we run into something. Head down 61 into Maplewood. And then back to the east side. Eventually we'll be at Riceham, Pennsylvania. All roads lead to Riceham, Pennsylvania. Oh, which reminds me, I gotta find that list from the Keefs. Chloe, if you get back home, if you can help me find that. It's hard to find while you're driving, but I know you can find it and send it to us. And maybe the Keefs have already posted their list, but a list of things that happen during live on patrol that could be used in some form of scavenger hunt or bingo.
You know, I might have that also.
Yeah.
If you're building a kink count on the line, can I try to call back?
There's been so many generous, thoughtful people that, whether it's the people from the Vulcans at Aesop's that stocked us with Twinkies for others forever. And we never got back the next day for the booyah, but I heard it was awesome. There was some other people we were trying to get by tonight. It's hard to be everywhere. We apologize for that. So we're eastbound on 96. Looks like there's a squad up there ahead.
Voicemail on callback.
Copy.
Case number is 232-871. 232-871. 2241.
Yeah, somebody asked earlier about what if we don't have a car. We do have some four-wheelers down there. I mean, for the Halloween thing. I don't know how that's going to work, but I don't know how you'd get down there without a car, but if you get there, we got some four-wheelers. We might be able to escort you with a four-wheeler through the... Can't walk through there, but you might be able to escort you in a four-wheeler through the haunted highway.
You know, I had that checklist from the O'Keefe's, but it's not opening up anymore for me.
It was O'Keefe's, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
like we're towing something there, car.
Yeah, Mary and Tim attached it, but it's not opening up.
For disturbance at 280 North American West, purpose 10, purpose 28.
It still looked like it was a PDF, or what was the final?
Configuration having a flag party.
It was.
I think I know what that stands for, even. PDF.
I'd have to think about it for a while, but
I think it's portable document file, isn't it? I don't know.
I think you may be right.
I really don't know, but I don't know why it's portable, but
I think I'm still
portable document file.
still stuck in the floppy disk era.
I told you I had one of the first computers. That was on a previous episode, 1982. 8 megahertz, dual 8 megahertz, 5.5-inch floppies. Texas Instruments. Still got it in my garage. It's gonna be worth something someday. Hey, we're at Highway 61. And for those of you that spent some time in White Bear Lake, you know, I grew up in Maplewood. My mother still lives there. Went to North St. Paul High School. And so we had a huge rivalry with the White Bear Lake kids. And in fact, you know, probably one of the greatest suburban rivalries. But we always thought that they were the rich kids because they had a lake. Well, there's a lot of stories I could go over, but they were the white bears and we were the polar bears. But we didn't really come up. We always went to Lake Phelan. That was another rivalry with Johnson, the Johnson kids. But White Bear, this lake, I gotta say, since I've grown up and matured, I appreciate this lake and some great restaurants here. We're on the west shore of White Bear Lake, and if you haven't been here recently, well, just get yourself up here next summer. Of course, this is Kowalski's, not a finer store, you know, around, you know, right up there with Lunds and Byerly's. They got a great deli there at Kowalski's on the lake here.
And I love this Kowalski's in particular. It's a great one.
Yeah, it's let's just give them a quick little visual shout out here because it's just a great little store. And of course the Kowalski family is local. Been a travesty in their family a year or so ago, but just great people. And this is Admiral D's here. Admiral D's has a little restaurant, has a nice little patio. Of course, the boat, like there's the boat right there. You can rent that big boat. Several slips. And then next door is Tally's. Tally's got a great patio. Out here.
My Zoo Sushi, great spot.
I never ate there, but
it's a good spot.
Aqua's
Same owners as Aqua. I love Aqua too.
Yeah, Aqua's. I'm going to mention Aqua's a great place.
And this VFW here coming up has got to be one of the most prime pieces of real estate for a VFW in the country.
Yeah.
Right on the lake.
Well, this complex around Aqua is beautiful too. The one thing I never understood is they hardly have any balconies. There's real tiny balconies there.
2246.
I think if you're going to live on a lake, you'd have a little more. They got small, like 6-foot balconies.
I'd want one.
You know, you're right about the VFW. That's got to be worth.
Information for White Bear Squad. Submitted turnaround to White Pine Residential Living Unit 238. For 66-year-old female, conscious breathing, having high blood sugar at 2247.
So you're gonna hear on the suburban radios, you're gonna hear the, hang on, Maplewood, White Bear, Ramsey County Sheriff's deputies. They're dispatched to the medicals on a regular basis. Oh, we might as well drive through White Bear town as long as we're up here. And actually they have a higher level of medical training, first responder training, because in St. Paul they have a 24-hour fire service and medics, and so the officers actually don't get dispatched to the medical calls in St. Paul. So if you're monitoring a scanner and you hear the suburban officers, it's because they don't have a full-time medical service. They contract with Alina or some other Health East, and so consequently they get there first usually, and they begin administering oxygen or whatever other critical needs there might be. So we are in downtown White Bear Lake.
8196, West Clearport.
And turn here on 4th Street just to take a little drive through. I think we were here once before, right? I don't know.
Very briefly.
Very briefly. Washington Square. You know, beautiful little spot. There's the Avalon. Used to be a movie theater way back. Used to be 2 theaters in town here.
This is a cool little strip of shops and restaurants.
It's like that shop's still open or something, huh?
Yeah, sure is.
I don't know if that's possible. I think you should go sit in that bear and just get your picture so we can get a picture of Pat sitting in the bear. People probably want that. They want that picture of Pat with the bear. There's room for 2 of us there, actually.
Yes, there is. If I had done my due diligence and knew the snowman song from Frozen.
There you have it. Oh, that was not the snowman song. Is "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" That was "Let It Go, Let It Go." That's another song from Frozen. See?
Okay.
And you know, I forgot to tell you this. Turns out there's a 3rd in the series
Request regarding a harassment complaint.
called Olaf's Special Adventure.
Okay.
And I watched it. Archie, my youngest grandchild, is in love with the Olaf show. That's why in that picture you saw he's dressed up like Olaf. Well, he could watch that show 30 times a day. He's mesmerized by Olaf. And so when you're feeding him or whatever, you want to keep him attentive while he's eating, you put the Olaf show on. I hadn't seen it before, but it's not actually at the movie theater. It's a shorter, like 1-hour movie. But very entertaining, well worth it. And he's looking for Christmas traditions. Olaf is out there looking for Christmas traditions. And he's taking his sleigh around and finding the Christmas traditions door to door. But then there's a problem, and his sleigh goes over a cliff and gets destroyed. But then Elsa and Anna remind him that he's their tradition. He's the heart of their tradition. So. And he started the tradition when Elsa made him back when
5181.
Anna wanted to build snowman.
2300 Cleveland Avenue North at the Motel 6, Unit 212 for domestic.
I almost got goosebumps telling you this story.
Phone disconnected.
All right, south on 61.
3 copies.
Now remember, Highway 96
Thank you.
runs east and west, and it's technically County Road G. All right, so County Road A in Ramsey County is Larpenteur. All right, then 1 mile north of Larpenteur is County Road B. 1 mile north then of that is C, D, E, F, and then 96 is County Road G. Then we have an H, an I, and a J, and J is the northern border of Ramsey County. Each of those county roads is 1 mile apart, and as you go north on the numbers, each one is 480 numbers further north than the one before. And Larpenteur is 1680, so if you go 1 mile south of Larpenteur, you're at Maryland, which is 1200. If you go 1 mile, if you go a half a mile south of there, you'll be back to Front Street, which is 960.
4438 and 4469.
And then you'll eventually another 480, another mile, you're back to University Avenue, which is 480.
1426 Frost Avenue East, Unit 5 for a PIC. Call is not making sense. He's requesting an ambulance, but when transferred to medics, caller refused to go to a hospital. Medics are asking police to check on her.
1426 Frost, we might drive by there. And then, of course, Summit is 0. In terms of the north-south streets, Summit is 0. Then anything south of Summit is a south address. So most of you have heard that before, but those of you that are new, just so you know how we navigate, we navigate by memory of numbers rather than Google.
Right.
The benefit of that is we know our east from our west, which is a frequent error in this business.
So Tim sent us the checklist for the Live on Patrol game,
Okay.
but it's 100 plus
Yeah.
items.
Can he post it so other people can read it?
I don't.
We got
Good question.
Now we need Tim and his lovely wife have come up with ideas. Now we need people to figure out a way to turn it into some form of game. And I don't. Some of them are going to be like, I read somebody said Bob pays for food. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't happen very often, or what?
I think we do a pretty good job of
Yeah. They think it
being
you
fair
pay
to each other.
6'6" blackjack and blue cheese. Currently in a blue Nissan Pathfinder.
Boyfriend's name for playback is Jason Morgan.
So we're at County Road E now, going southbound.
Copy that. 2255.
County Road E.
And what I'll do, if Tim isn't able to post that on the feed, I'll figure a way to get it posted on your page tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. In case we go live tomorrow night.
Just in case.
Because we're just starting to wake up now. Right?
Right.
Oh, by the way,
no
we're
promises.
going right by Barnett Dodge. Just see if you can see it. Right there, right by Barnett Dodge. And I want you, a little shout out to Barnett Dodge because yesterday they replaced the brakes on this car.
Ah.
And the rotors. Turns out the rotors were a little warped. But we did get new brakes and rotors put on. They drained the line as well, so Barnett Dodge does a nice job taking care of our Durangos.
Is Jimmy's is still open, isn't
You know, swing by through there.
it? Why not?
And we can run back up to E. I guess we could.
Been kind of
just take
busy.
the freeway up there.
Why not?
Okay.
It's been busy up there the last couple weekends, it seems.
See who's working. We got some off-duty deputies that work there. Yeah, for those of you that are wondering about Facebook, you don't need an invite. Our videos are public. Anybody can watch them.
Previously trespassed in front of
Just
228.
go to my page, the Bob Fletcher Facebook page, and then find it, you can monitor it. There's no invite,
2257.
no security.
286.
Make me available.
It is on the Live on Patrol page as well. You can go to that.
Show clear.
There's a Live on Patrol Facebook page, and there's a Live on Patrol YouTube page.
184 copy.
2257.
So we did a little U around here. We're on County Road E. Back in the Vadnais Heights, the beautiful city of Vadnais Heights. All chases end in Vadnais.
Sure seems that way.
We should put a sign up that says pit maneuvers authorized here. So go
I'm
somewhere
not sure
else.
the color's relation. I'll check with fire.
Copy, making contact 2258.
So 2 weekends ago, deputies working off duty here at Jimmy's intervened in a confrontation going on in the parking lot where a man pulled a gun and ended up fleeing on foot across the street towards the Fairfield Inn, and we never were able to find him that night.
Pretty rare though that we have problems here, right?
Right.
Pretty rare.
So generally a nice, peaceful spot.
Nobody in those cars. It's a sheriff's car there. The white one with a pit. See that nice pit bumper there?
Oh yeah.
287. He's on the way down.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 2259.
All right.
2259.
We'll see the deputy. They might be inside. Some of them are camera shy though.
4469, right.
That's the other problem.
69 copy.
That's true.
Who's working here?
Looks nice and peaceful tonight.
Owned by Jimmy and Jerry Prue. Great family.
2300.
And I think technically it's run by Charles now. I think they sold. Jerry Prue owns the property. The business is transferred from Jimmy Prue to Charles. But I think Jimmy and Jerry are still around, but mostly Charles does a great job running the place. And I'm trying to think. Used to be owned.
Copy, code 4 in the domestic, 2300.
I think Robert Paul. Does that sound familiar? Used to be. Oh, I don't know. Robert Paul. I think. I wish I could remember all that. He owned Maplewood Bowl too.
I'm gonna use your cord for a little while here, if that's all right.
Yeah. Hopefully they're working. Perkins here on the right. If you're ever in the area, look for a good Sunday breakfast.
Hey,
Love the breakfast there.
Advised. 24 and 123.
copy on 2301. I'll take the DOT. On 77, copy 787 Blair Avenue. Caller advising of a homeless female that's refusing to leave. Caller was not cooperative and line is disconnected. Assistance flooded back. There's flooded back 177.
What did I hear? There was a restaurant that was closing for good on the news this
187,
week.
copy 2302.
Oh, God, it's really sad how
Yeah,
many
we
there have
figured
been.
out
It's terrible. It's a quality restaurant, but they just,
Cancel medics 2302.
I forget what it was. It was on the news like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
2302.
I can't remember. It'll come to me later.
Well, that one closes. What's it called? Chico or
Oh, Chino Latino.
Chino Latino?
Over in
Right?
Uptown.
That one closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another one too.
TV
Chino
McKnight
Latino.
1094.
I like that spot.
I hate
Heavy
to see
PPV
this.
McKnight 94 2302.
9174.
Is Sensors one of the ones closing?
9174.
Oh, yeah, sensors. I think.
I'm code 4. Can I get a second for a vehicle search?
It's just amazing the impact.
Squad 9173.
W.
Thank you, 2303.
Somebody said Old Mexico's closing too. Maybe.
Ah.
Yeah. It's tough business right now. So we're on Centerville Road going south from County Road E. And just past Deputy Ron Valento's house. He passed away here the last year and a half, 2 years, and just one of the really finest deputies I ever had a chance to work with. And just a great person.
Good guy.
His wife Diane, of course, a wonderful person, and his son Casey. Great kid, great baseball player.
Is he related to Jerry Valento from St. Paul?
I don't know. But all the men Valentos
Hi,
are
everyone. I'll take that disturbance on Creedon. I'll let you know.
related somehow. But
Okay, when I copy 50 Green Avenue for a left departure to the south of that address, that's 2304.
Bravo 543 on the OC.
Have a good night, 2304.
we're southbound on Edgerton, going over the freeway. Oh, that ding is coming.
221.
I remember when we were just the other
Disturbance
side of the
311
bridge,
Toronto for loud music.
Yep.
deciding whether to go north or
Yep.
south, and ended up doing the U-turn when
2305.
the
469.
directions got turned
4469.
around.
We're code 4 with the comp outside. 74-year-old female, like, her medic's gonna run routine.
Heavy starting medics for a 74-year-old female for a psych eval routine is 2305.
So how is the base of this attached? Is it Velcro or?
Velcro, yeah.
Okay.
But if we moved it over a couple inches, would it make your line of sight a little better? Or
It's actually not bad.
not terrible?
No, I can deal with this.
I think it is better. I mean, from everything I'm watching.
Yeah, it is. It is
1362,
noticeably
1344 Fremont Avenue.
better
ordinance
picture.
for disorderly.
What'd you
Male
think?
and women arguing.
Absolutely.
I was finding it a hard time watching it myself
White
before.
male, tall.
It's because it was bouncing so much.
Copy.
And I'm feeling guilty.
Very, very copy.
At 2306.
Everyone.
The last squad go again.
There's another lake on our left here, Jarvis. Jarvis Lake. Nice lake, not quite as big as White Bear, but
District 2307.
$51.84.
5184.
Can show me clear other cars are still out. You can send me a number for disturbance. Same location, it's going to be room 106. That's code 4 in clear system.
Squad 3928.
all right, southbound on
Squad
it.
3928.
About to cross Highway 36.
28.
Via to a crash, 12th Avenue and Margaret Street North. 2 vehicles, no injuries, blocking traffic. 1 car's a Chevy Malibu.
About to come back into
28, you can show me arriving.
St.
2308.
St. Paul here in another mile and a half. Sheriff Hutchinson wants you guys to be sure to read, go to Fox News and watch him officiate a wedding. Now, he's a very talented sheriff, and I can't claim that I've ever performed a wedding.
177.
But he just sent me a link to his wedding. Of course, that was last weekend.
I think. Just advising on a motor vehicle theft next door to your current call.
In a couple years, we're going to check to see what your record is for the couples you married staying together.
Email yelling on the phone because he's unable to make out what is being said. Phase 2 within 6 meters. Previous phone history does show an
clear
address.
outside
Sending
this room.
speech request.
3928. Can you add Minnesota Edward Mary Edward 581 to the call, along with Minnesota 938 Robert Yellow Robert?
So,
Copy.
There they are. Yeah, there's
Yep.
the picture.
Tim O'Keefe and Mary Sheehy posted the game on the Live on Patrol Facebook page under the community tab.
Okay.
0 Bravo Squad in the area, 2116 Fairmount Avenue.
I'm guessing you took a 581 or the 19.
Well, that's not good. 20 people trying to
Why
break.
don't you break myself in 168? We'll start over there.
There's a lot going on in Highland Park lately.
Copy, 2310.
Yeah, it has.
That is really kind of disturbing.
You can do it then.
I don't know. You never know if these calls actually pan
Copy,
out.
2310.
But it sounds like they're a little short on cars over in the west sector, Pat.
Sure does.
What do you think?
Sure does.
Maybe
We're
we'll
advising there is a male party on the front steps described as a white male in his 20s with a reflective jacket wearing a white helmet pounding on our caller's door.
Is that the same call? or different?
177 copy.
I think so.
And just to advise, we do have a call for 50 Cretin Avenue, south of that address for a loud party. I don't know if it's related to the Fairmount call or not.
Well, got several calls over there.
581. Put that back in pending. Send me the birth.
2311.
I'm a little more warmed up now.
Yeah, me too.
It's cold outside.
120, show me 10-8.
Oh, it's getting a little bit warm.
Copy, it's 2311.
Well, I'm guessing that suspect is probably intoxicated. But we'll slide over there just in case he's not. In case he wants to run. It's a little bit of a trip for us, but
we've got gas
Yeah.
and good brakes.
Sounds like the most important call on the
24, can you see if the comp has the direction of travel?
on the board. What do you
Copy.
need? Well, it's like I told my daughter,
Clear.
just you don't need to stop. Just keep skating. Or we don't need brakes till we get there.
Copy the 911 hang up interrupted 951 Case Avenue. Within 14 meters.
We're going to start heading that way, but if something happens of higher priority, we're going to redirect. Right now we're south on 30. We're going to a burglary in progress in the 2100 block of Fairmont over in Highland Park.
Right.
For the call, we have no direction of travel, but can still hear the party yelling.
Okay. Squads are a couple of blocks out.
Copy, 2313. Squad 656 traffic.
656.
Wabasha Street and Water Street, 711. Victor Tom Extra.
Overshine water on traffic at 2313.
2313.
Check the area on a suspicious of Morton and Bidwell. It's a green Dodge Durango or Jimmy. Unknown plate info driving through the area, backing up and circling around.
You want to go over
Police
there?
is possibly a male by the name of Robert Joyce.
Sounds like they got cars rolling.
Yeah, let's go over to west side. 'Cause that seems to be where.
Copy, and then after this we'll be back around to
So we got a suspicious Durango, Robert, and Bidwell. They'll probably think it's us. But
2314.
there's been so much shooting activity on that west side lately
Mm-hmm.
that a suspicious call like that could turn out to be something.
So I'll put this one on 2.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Red lights. Quite often, before somebody fires shots, they do case the area once or
636
twice.
pickup again because we're out with the party in front of the residence at 2315.
So the squads are over on the Fairmont call.
Clear.
We're in downtown St. Paul now. Gonna run across the Robert Street Bridge.
$5831 code 4. 539.
Hey, Bob Fox, thank you
We're getting
for...
another 911 hang up from that same phone number. This time is pinging within 8 meters of 493 to 546 7th Street West. It's still the same
Fox,
male
did
yelling
you
in the
see
background. TC's unable to
his
make out
post
what's
the
being
other
said.
day, too, about his years of sobriety?
Copy that, thank you.
No.
I gotta check that out while we're
You're
driving.
welcome, 2316.
I think that was him. I know. Yeah, I could be wrong.
Squad 656.
Anyhow, Bobby, hope
656.
you're having a good night.
I'm not sure if anyone's close to the left side, but all 5 of the passengers in my van have now left and are walking northbound on Wabasha.
What does that mean?
267 cleared by a minute.
That was our fan in Kellogg Square saying hi.
What was that about the passengers that left the van? We're walking north.
110. Squad now, second shift.
Luckily, copy any squads on scene. Fairmount can cancel at 2417. Squad 656. Just for squad's info, I don't necessarily want them for anything, but there's a heavy odor of marijuana coming from the van. They're all black males, variety of clothing. And it looks like they must have gone into the Wabasha Flats parking lot because I don't see them going over the bridge.
Copy, party's not wanted for anything. Heavy odor of marijuana. They must have went into the Wabasha Flats parking lot. All three parties are black males at 2317.
287.
287.
Register Ed Winter Safe Space, adult female. Zeros on the trip.
Copy.
Well, we're gonna go to the Robert and Bidwell instead of her.
24 at 8, close but advice.
2317.
To the area of Luella and Larpenteur.
Luella and Larpenteur with an adult male at 2318.
Morton and Bidwell.
Is there another one besides Robert and Bidwell?
It's
366.
nah. The guy's name is Robert. It's Morton and Bidwell is with the
Oh, okay.
Durango.
Oh, it is. Okay, go up here and take a right. It's the top of the hill.
I believe so.
2318.
And we're looking for a Durango. Yeah, double check the address. I think we go up here and take a right. How's it look?
329, top of the RP.
Clear.
1225 West Minister Street. At 2318.
Because I'm pretty sure Bidwell is to our right. It's down by Stryker. And Morton is further to our south, right? So we're...
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't know what all that noise is.
220.
Go ahead.
956 Western on a domestic. Male stating that the daughter spraying flammable material in the house. Had an open line before it disconnected.
In a quarter
Fire's been
mile,
advised.
turn left.
Like,
Is that okay?
yeah, it's fine.
23 and 18.
It's okay. People don't know. We don't know where we're going. We know generally. I know Bidwell's up here past Stryker.
The west side is the part of St. Paul I'm least familiar with.
So take a left here.
Not yet.
Okay.
The next left we take will be on
So
Bidwell.
viewers, keep an eye out for a Durango
Clear
for
right.
us, like you did for that other Envoy.
Looking for a green Durango or possibly a GMC SUV. They're not sure
You
which.
just never know when these things are going to pan out.
Should be the next left.
By the way,
Turn left onto Bidwell Street.
if we go far enough, we're going to up to Dodd. We're going to get into that little niche called 40 acres. Remember that 40-acre niche?
Oh yeah.
It's 40-acre niche
In a
that's
quarter mile, you will arrive at your destination.
that is not part of St. Paul, part of West St. Paul. And I'm sure there's some history. There used to be a car behind us that's following us. Hopefully it's a squad. Been following us. Actually ran that red light behind us, so
2162.
21.
Grab my case number, please.
Baker.
Case number is 45067.
Squad 532.
532.
So you show me on 656 and stop. And just for clarification, you guys aren't
This
wanted
is
for
it
anything.
right here. For a green Durango.
At 656. Affirmative, they're not. Talking to my driver, sounds like there might have been some other cars parked around the area they could have gotten into, but they definitely went in the parking lot of the Wabasha Flats, 84 Wabasha Street South. Yeah, there's 4 of them walking on the back side of the building.
Oh, that was probably our backup.
I'll bet.
That was our backup. Car with the trunk open.
Wait, for you, show me 10-8, I'll take the noise complaint off Creek.
Light on there.
Looks like it's from an X.
177, same traffic.
Well, maybe not.
Copy for a lot of party south of that address at 2322.
Nobody's in there anyhow.
No, there's nobody in the trunk.
222.
Yeah, that was it.
Shepherd and Eagle Parkway on a DOC. Color report 68 people at their house and
Down that way?
attempted to steal the dog as well. The person's going to be walking.
Suspicious, but driving around the neighborhood. But you know, there's so many shootings over here that everybody's hyper vigilant. I don't blame them.
It's like a dark blue Durango.
2323.
Right at the beginning of the block.
Okay.
It'll be a half block off the pole.
Could be it.
That's me. That was behind.
I know that now. Thank you.
2323.
So we're at Morton and Bidwell on the west side of St. Paul.
Couple cars that are.
What street are we on here?
Hi. Looks like somebody's got a campfire going.
Yeah.
Code 4 was the 5 parties west side of 84 Wabasha, 2324.
Well, it sounds like there is a few disorderly parties over on Shepherd Road. See that call there? And maybe we'll run over there. Like they're egging people's homes.
Squad 329.
Can't have that.
581. 581. Transferring the adult male to the...
Apparently there was there's some confusion with the delayed hit and the data guy with this vehicle. So it's actually just going to be GOA.
So they egged the caller's house. They threatened the caller's mom and attempted to steal the caller's dog. They're walking west on Shepherd from Eagle.
120.
So I think we go over to Smith, cross over, cut down Eagle to Shepherd. That makes sense to you?
That makes total sense.
So we're on the west side. We went from Stryker to Ohio to Smith Avenue now. We're going to jump over on the High Bridge. Oh, and there's a beautiful picture of the Capitol. You probably can't see it, but the Smith Avenue lines up directly with the Capitol here on the west side.
Yeah, I wish this camera could capture the beauty of what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. What's the update there?
4 minutes ago, the group was headed eastbound on Shepherd. Looks like they live, the caller is going back to meet the squads in the 700 block East 3rd.
What?
Yeah. So the
The
caller must have followed him.
Yeah, but are they on Shepherd Road, or did you say East 3rd?
No, East 3rd is where the caller is. So apparently the caller followed them from East 3rd down to Shepherd Road. Now we've got over here, 876 West 7th, a man holding some kind of cane or pole. Unknown if it's a weapon or a costume prop. He's been in the vestibule for the last 20 minutes trying to get people's attention. Well, maybe he'll get our attention.
I'll take him.
Sure.
Something's coming back stolen.
Copy.
That doesn't make any sense. The first one, in terms of
120, copy. I'm now to Midway and selling for a CDP. Car advising a party threw an item at his vehicle, causing it to be damaged, conflagrating in a blue Ford Focus.
So we're on West 7th Street. Good news is we get to drive by Mancini's, one of our favorite places to hang out.
Serve me a couple.
There's Johnny Mancini. We'll come back after we go to this call, huh?
I'm jumping around to the
Sure.
DOC at 876 7th Street West for a mail that's holding some kind of cane or pole.
One of the most gracious hosts you'll ever meet.
2328. Just verifying, are you actually looking for that mail?
I got one cups right now. Copy. Car 10-1 and 2228.
Walking on the brand, not wanting for anything. Copy.
The suspect down here is going to be
286.
black male, 5'10", wearing
Getting spiked down at me.
skinny, wearing white sweatshirt.
Flag down at Mancini's.
Flight down at Mancini's on note issue 2328.
He's on the way to this.
Looks like there's a squad pulling up there right now. Is this I
Keg and
think this
case
is-
or what? Keg and case? I'm not sure what vestibule they're referring
that's the address there.
So I'm controlled. They're both.
What's your?
840.
Right.
You can show clear this actually occurred in East.
We're going to 876, right?
And 8.
Yeah. This might be it. They look closed.
2329.
Depending on how old the call
This
is.
is 899.
2329.
Yeah. We're down at the Keg and Case. I've never been here.
4469 and 4491 Tango.
I heard good things about it.
4469. 286.
286.
Appears to be a PIC. I got a deputy out with me.
Copy PIC out with a deputy at 2329. Have been unable to reach her for some time. Be advised, Comp is demanding that someone wait for her to arrive. Unknown ETA. Comp was very irate over the phone.
Must be a PIC at Mancini's then, huh?
Yeah.
I think Deputy Titus probably joined them.
Thank you, 2330.
539. Can I get 286 to 4, please?
Oh, there it is.
264.
That's gonna be a fella, I think.
Yeah.
Copy, 23.
2011 put me out across from Mancini's.
You gonna deal with them, or you want us to?
That's Mancini, that's Mancini.
Huh? Not much. How about you? It's all yours.
Squad 310, copy the disturbance noise complaint. Interrupt to 1348 Ames Avenue at 2331.
Can you get in here?
Huh?
Can you? I think you can. It's a real low curve. and I
You want me
think
to back in, or what? Oh.
Or you could just pull straight in and.
You so for the viewers, or what?
Yeah.
Well, since he's a little emotionally disturbed, we obviously have an emotionally
2011.
disturbed man in here.
210 GOA, B3, get a PPV.
I'll see him when he gets home. It doesn't look like a black male though. Is it just lighter skin?
Looks like a light man to me.
Copy.
We'll just be ready to.
Copy.
You don't want to. Looks like he's tying the doors shut.
Just verify, are you on West 7th, or are you going to be at the one on Carnes? Let's go again.
Just get to advise. Press on 210 PPV.
859. 232. 859.
220.
He's obviously got some issues, right?
Yeah.
The female has
He
going in
appears
from
to be
368
tying the
front.
handles of the door
So the daughter was possibly assaulted
shut
by
with a
medics for
t-shirt or
injury.
jacket.
Where's our masks?
Oh boy.
Oh, there's mine. We might end up assisting these officers.
Advising on the medical 675 Highway Drive for an 80-year-old male conscious of breathing, having
There
hard
we
time
go.
breathing. Wanted to put the health screen.
Well, he's got a backpack in there too. Probably a homeless person.
539.
539.
So these must be some apartments here.
Oh, it says a bottle. Oh, the guy is he's gonna go somewhere without a shirt on. Maybe they'll give him a ride, huh?
For medical at 600 Emil Avenue, 15-year-old female, just approximately 20 in residence. So wanted to look at those people there as well. What's that? Security check.
How you doing, sir? Good. I'm sorry?
Hey, turn those comments off on YouTube, right? You know how to do that? You go to the edit
All
page,
right.
you go to the edit thing, click on edit, and then comments off.
Good job, guys. Have a blessed night.
You have a blessed night yourself, sir.
Got up the phone with the cop. She will be coming in about an hour from the northeast. They have some surgery.
221. You can disregard for the Sunday evening. Fire in area charges. 110. 2334.
Where'd he go?
Screaming for help. And I looked at it all.
Behind us.
What are these, apartments or what are they now? No, I thought it was still. Is this the old Schmidt Brewery? Really? It's a gorgeous building.
Really is.
It's gorgeous. And then there's Keg and Case, right? But then what's in between? Are there some businesses or? It is.
Looks like
It's pretty cool. I think it's some nice. I haven't been down here since they finished it. I feel guilty. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, you guys. Well, did a fine job coaxing them out of there on your own. I thought you were going to have to go to war with a naked man. All right, later.
Safe night.
Yeah, thank you.
Females arrive home to 200 Arch Street, starting mile 0.
Copy.
110. Just curious, is there a squad 2 blocks to our west? Lights out.
It's the old Schmidt Brewery now. In that building where those artist lofts are, it still says bottling department. Building's all been redone. It's gorgeous.
It's beautiful down here. I like this neighborhood, always have.
Yeah. And you know, West 7th Street's always been, because it's been below the bluff, it never really had much crime. You know, it's kind of insulated from crime. There's Joe and Stan's across the, Joe and Stan's Pub and Grill
220.
across the street.
Medics are currently staged for the victim wanting to see medics at the...
Now, it looks like they've actually got lofts way up in the top part of the tower, too, of the Schmidt Brewery, huh?
It sure looks like it.
Yeah, I was often wondered if they could do that. Yeah, they've got, that would be cool to live up in that high part.
No kidding.
2011, checking your status. Checking Channel 2 for County Squad 2011.
2011, go ahead.
Stevie.
Checking your status.
I'm fine with a couple of St. Paul cars.
Copy code 42338.
Must have hit his red button.
4462. Century Avenue North and Minnehaha Avenue East area check for a blue Durango. This is going through mail boxes.
So we're looking for a gray Toyota sedan. Plate similar to Alpha Edward Foxtrot 122 for hit and run at Selby and Snelling. Last seen east on Selby.
AEF 122, something similar to that?
Right.
2339.
Charlie, Juliet, 671.
Thank you. At 2339.
I heard the 620 Club coming up on the right, the old Keenan's.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have great tacos and great Coney Islands chili dogs.
320, clear.
You remember Harvey Joseph used to hang out with Shorty?
Oh, yeah. And Shorty and his mule.
Yeah. Harvey Joseph, Vanessa Joseph. You remember Vanessa Joseph? She
Sure
worked
do.
at University Avenue, but Harvey Joseph was laid to rest right here. I was here for his funeral at Kessler McGuire, and just a kind-hearted soul, you know. And I think Vanessa's still alive. And if any of our viewers know Vanessa Joseph, tell her that we said hello in memory of Harvey and Shorty. Or maybe it was Wolf. Geez, now that I think out loud, maybe it was Wolf Godbout. But a couple of characters, those two guys, huh?
Yeah.
You don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah, Shorty used to go up and down Payne Avenue with it was a mule, wasn't it? Or a donkey?
Unit 911, hang up 50 Isabel Street West. Came in as an abandoned call within 10 meters. 2341.
271.
271.
Good luck.
267.
Arriving in
Yeah, are you having a hard time figuring it out or what?
2341.
Yeah, you gotta go to the.
184.
184.
Well, you'll figure it out, but you gotta go to the managed videos part of the studio.
Copy 26.
Click on the image and then go over to the edit sign and then scroll down to the It's a little confusing. I found it. I looked it up on YouTube. Yeah. Well, you're a smart guy. You figured it out, right? Might not be able to do it on your phone. Are you using your computer? You gotta be in that. You gotta be in that edit mode. I
Got
think.
Tom Reed's up here on the right. 7th Street Truck Park coming up on the right. Patrick McGovern's on the left. They look shut down for the night. Doesn't look too crowded in there tonight.
2400.
2343.
Squad 329.
XL Energy Center here on our right.
Yeah, 2344.
It's gonna be a nice day tomorrow, but it'll start dropping again. Some snow, I think, this week, though, right?
I think it's nice till like Wednesday.
Okay.
Nice little reprieve.
I just worry because obviously the homeless problem is not going away.
Fletcher Midnight DOT 279.
179.
287.
Aside.
Any deputies up at Billy's today?
760 Edmund Avenue on assist medics. Caller
They're
advising that
closed.
14-year-old son is having behavioral
Hey,
emergency, is being
Fletcher Midnight
violent.
They closed for COVID
Oh, okay.
till spring.
Copy.
Have a good night. 2345.
Thought tomorrow was their last night.
Oh, maybe somebody sent me a text saying they're closed. Maybe they're opening it up by then.
370 EOT as well.
Keep track of all these.
Copy. Anybody else from Midnight EOT? Enjoy your evening. 46.
Have a good night. 2346.
24, copy on route to 1928 University. Caller advising that our friend is having a difficult time threatening suicide. The suicidal party was in the background stating that she was now parties are arguing. Caller refusing to give any additional is disconnected at 2346. 177, copy on route as well at 2346. Squad for midnight EOT squad 160.
160.
160.
You better stop up there.
Negative. 176.
Security shirt on.
Any additional for midnight EOT?
34 traffic.
Have a good night. 2347. Go ahead.
In the driveway of 2237 Southwood, Minnesota 469, Lincoln, Tom Nora.
So we're on Kellogg Boulevard, right along the Mississippi.
2347.
Intercontinental on our left. A little quieter than we had actually anticipated from earlier, right, Pat?
Yeah, it was going great guns earlier.
Sorry, we took a break and how we doing?
171.
Go ahead.
Just to advise for our count, the juvenile is hitting his mother.
Is that it?
Copy.
2348.
171. The juvenile is beating his mother. This camp's here in Kellogg Boulevard is sure filled in, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Holy moly, Rocky. There's our buddy who's cooking on the grill.
684.
684.
He's still cooking.
Could you please DOT myself from 699? Thank you. Have a good night.
Copy. Have a good night at 2348.
How's it going? Good for you.
Smells good.
Got some barbecue over there.
It does smell good.
Yeah. Well, they did get some garbage cans out here. I know we requested they didn't put a dumpster out here yet, but at least they got some cans. Oh my goodness, though. The place is 50% more now, right, than when we were here a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it is.
Might as well open my window for your buddy to yell. I'll figure out what floor he's on now.
Copy 2349.
Hey, you want to check on Billy's?
Why not?
Okay.
Oh, those cool masks I was able to donate at the drop-off last week.
Yeah.
Those were handmade by my friend Christy Jolly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Awesome. I'm surprised it's this quiet. See, if you use the Q word,
You often.
then it'll generate something.
Exactly.
20.
Using the Q word, we're saying head for the barn.
Copy 2350.
We're on Sibley. Northbound on Sibley from 3rd Street. Where the transit station is down here by the Union Depot. It's where the light rail meets that goes from here to Minneapolis.
I know it says the cop will be on time,
And
but
then
he's
the
not.
trains
He
go
hasn't
from
let
here
us
to
know.
Chicago.
The fireworks playing. Squad back 6
Copy.
north.
Copy.
For fireworks near the intersection. 315, I'm almost done here. I'm close. At 2350.
221.
221.
There's a crew out for a walk.
I go to Schmidt orders lost at 876 7th Street West. St. Culver 4 sees that that mail is back in the lobby.
Copy.
2352.
Turns out he didn't want to go too far.
184 callers on the way down.
Yeah, that guy who was down at the artist lofts at the old Schmidt Brewery is back.
$23.52.
Inspector Titus is hanging it up.
Sounds good.
Myself and 23.
Send him a thumbs up.
Yeah, Ralph.
Must be something going on down here. People,
366, you can stay clear.
normally aren't that many roaming through St.
Thank you.
Paul.
$23.53.
Advised and looking at the right and double up.
Bryce and Manitoba, what's that?
2353.
I don't know. She didn't say what the call was.
Squad 310.
Pretty quiet downtown St. Paul tonight.
310, Sergeant to copy. 1626 White Bear Avenue North, in progress weapons complaint. Com stating that there are people inside the bar with guns.
310 copies, and is somebody being friendly with a gun, or people just carrying a gun legally inside the bar?
It's unclear. TC does advise that the com sounds very intoxicated. Hung up on the TC. TC's going to try to make a call into the bar as well.
Excellent, thank you.
581.
Oh, the Dark Horse is one of the places closing.
Investigate 2177 Lincoln. I'm close for. I'll let you know if any help. Copy 2177 Lincoln. Just for 2354.
Oh, just for the winter. Also.
Once in a while, I call for medics.
171, I copy 2355.
You got that candy bag over there? What do we do with that?
I've got it right handy for you.
I have a Twix bar.
Squads 4466 and 44.
Advised, and we'll have another at Layton and Stellar.
Let's just see what they're doing over there in Maplewood.
1780 Adult District north of Western Hills Apartments. On a suspicious report, male was in a vehicle loitering the lot. The vehicle is going to be a black four-door sedan, unknown further. 66 copy.
44, okay, copy.
Thank you, 2355.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Bet I can't eat just one.
Well, fortunately, you have more than one. Uh,
310 just got updated to a 50 plus.
Right inside, can we get a bunch more squads to respond with us, please?
383 and 362 will break, will be around.
Where's that?
385 round.
Is that to the
I don't know.
gun call?
I don't think.
Help you out.
Could be. It's way up on the north end of White Bear
Yeah, that's way up,
with the drunk complaining.
right?
310, it looks like. That's we're getting conflicted info. That's the original caller that said there's a 50-person fight, but the bar owner says there.
Affirmative. So the person giving the information about the 50-person fight is the original comp. Casey called the bar. Owner said everything's fine.
Copy that. You can probably clear the last 4 or 5 squads assigned.
Well, I don't know. Do we trust that intoxicated comp and run up there to back him up, or do we?
Copy.
I think I
3
go,
and 2,
I don't
300, 320, you can stay clear.
You don't trust them.
Nah.
110.
Did you change it to a domestic and cleared out report?
300 copy, no BWC.
2357.
You're probably right.
Copy.
Either way, long ways away. That is not a bag of candy you're hearing in the background.
382, we can take your shots fired. We're pretty close.
Sergeant to copy, 1855 Stillwater Avenue. Shots fired. 1 caller, 2 shots heard, possibly from the apartments at 7th and Hazel.
Just gotta drive by and show our capital off again here at nighttime
2358.
before we head over to Billy's.
Never get tired of seeing this building.
There you are, outstaters. You won't find a more beautiful Capitol building anywhere in the country.
No, you won't.
We got the best. What was that?
Kingsford Rose.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go over there.
Yep.
382.
Here's another one.
382. Be advised, we're getting an additional shots fired. At Kingsford and Rose, advising of 2 shots heard. No further information.
Forty-four 66 up. 0 minutes.
My phone is really acting up lately. Hit that red wheel. Thank you.
Squad 315, 320.
What the heck?
301 to copy. I'm going to show you guys en route to Kingsford and Rose on that shots fired. For 2 shots heard. It's unclear if it's related to the one in Stillwater.
Well, of course it's not. But
362, put my bag in pending, singing at shots fired Kingsford.
At 0-100 hours.
call the residents there and see what's going on.
Looks like nobody's fighting outside. We're going to make contact inside as well.
Copy, nobody's fighting outside at 01 hours.
You roll it up there.
Squad to back, 707 Minnehaha Avenue East. An audible alarm at Rockstar Building 28. Covering a motion detector.
You can put me out on my ferry. You can clear 383. 310, everybody can just turn around and leave. I think we're good here.
Copy, it's squad to back, 360.
Angela, we got a report of shots fired on your corner by your house. Is everybody okay?
300, okay.
Nothing. Everybody's good.
376, 10 cancel loss.
300, you can stick there.
No.
Thank you.
02 hours.
Good. Well, if you didn't hear anything, you're all good. That's good. Good info. Thanks a lot. You bet. Bye. They didn't hear anything there in the corner.
110, you get us 123's call. We'll be out in a few.
Well, that's good.
So,
Copy, via camera caller can see two parties in the backyard. 402 being
I
around
know that before we had it over here, but
382. Additional caller on your shots fired from 1849.73 for 2 shots. 3-minute delay. Saw one suspect running in the alley between Van Dyke and Hazel.
Copy.
Well, the east side definitely seems to be where it's picking up.
yeah.
At 03 minutes.
Well, there's a share of problems over there at Van Dyke and Hazel. We know that in that little quadrant. That's one of those stolens was tracked there once.
Yep.
Lexus.
I'm always out for that alarm. I'll let 360 know if they're just going closer.
So we're eastbound on Maryland. We had 2 shots fired, calls over here, and a large group of people with guns. So far, nobody hit.
It looks like there's a broken glass here on the south side.
But St. Paul is at about
360, I copy broken glass.
180 or a little more.
Squad to back. Squad 329.
Information squad, channels 1 and 2 will be tied. Console 1 out for minutes.
37, they're all going.
Where are we going?
636 on that alarm, please.
At 04 minutes.
614, same.
But St. Paul's at about 180
At
people
04 minutes.
injured by gunfire this year so far.
60, I'm not sure if it's fresh or not, but if there's Steve too, if you guys could try to call them.
581.
581.
And you can have the conference.
All the TC contact the alarm company. 05
I'm
minutes.
gonna copy 581.
Between the sheriff's apprehension guys,
Change it to a disturbance.
officers,
We're gonna buy it.
and the St. Paul gang unit, St. Paul street squads, it's unbelievable the number of guns that were recovered this week.
Copy 5 minutes.
320, you can stick there.
I copy. Can you send me the alarm, please?
Well,
05 minutes. 05 minutes.
let's run in on that
Sure.
mini possible burglary call.
700 block East Minnehaha.
That's where the officer is.
Started off as an alarm call, I believe, and now he found broken glass.
Unable to call back. It's a 911 only cell phone. Does look like we have previous history at this location for a PIC call.
Good copy.
4466. 4466.
Unit Clear Squad GOA.
Copy 6 minutes.
24.
24.
That has been updated.
Disregard.
Copy. You're at 6 minutes.
Can't win.
Nope.
Copy, unclear related. Black male observed. Walking eastbound towards Imminent, wearing all black. 06 minutes.
Squad 267.
If you want to,
267.
Holiday gas station 629 Rice Street. Caller advising that a female Unsure color of the head, believes the suspect is intoxicated. Suspect will be parked behind our caller's vehicle, requesting medics. Suspect vehicle is a gray Toyota sedan. It's going to be Minnesota Golf, Charlie Golf X-ray 934.
Got it.
7 minutes.
24.
24. Go ahead.
A lot of different
Disregard, I'm
stuff
getting
going on
mixed up.
right now. We're just trying to pay attention to it all and stay on top of it.
Clear.
Every time we go to the
Copy at
next
7 minutes.
team over, then there's a call back where we came from. And
286.
right now we're just checking on this burglary. There's a party that they wanted to
Big
stop
Mark
and look at.
539 in County.
Copy at 8 minutes.
Clear.
Squad 824 on Central.
What?
Copy the hitch.
4466 traffic.
That'll teach us to utter the Q word.
4466, go ahead.
Yeah.
Copy at 8 minutes.
Right from ARP with Minnesota 073, Mary Henry King. Plates come back as old plates. Start second.
Copy the squad to start right from ARP. Plates are coming back as old plates.
I think this is where we're going, right?
Think so.
Jackson and Roseland.
I don't know.
38, copy, 8 minutes. 184.
24.
Looks like we have the suicidal party online now. She'll be in apartment number 8, saying that she's not feeling suicidal. And originally asked the original caller to leave the residence.
There's 17.
26 for both.
2370
copy. I'm on the phone with her now. They're both intoxicated.
For an assault call.
I'll try to figure this
Physical
out.
fight between a man and woman outside. They're requesting an ambulance. Copy at 9 minutes. Thank you, 9 minutes.
I guess it must be this building, huh?
Yep.
210.
Se habla español.
There was a CAD with 278.
It says on the side of the building?
952 Rice Street.
So, I don't know, is this a car dealership?
I'm not sure.
It's
LEC, starting 190.
letting them know that there's Spanish speakers here.
Copy 962 Rice at 9 minutes.
267.
267.
Well, put your flashlight out. We'll
We're out
see
at Holiday and
if anybody's
incident
hiding
is not here. So you could call the comp back and find out where
in
she's
these
at.
cars, huh?
Copy.
Probably still trying to break in and steal some keys.
123.
123.
There's been a lot of car dealerships being hit
125,
lately
110, and 168.
The other half.
with stolen cars.
Copy at 10 minutes.
44 30 amount.
10 minutes.
We're not 100% certain this is the right building, but all the squads are pulled up by it, right?
Mm-hmm.
$5926, we have an update of the party descriptions. One caller reporting a female being assaulted by the male half. Subject is a black female, in her 20s, 5'10", thin build, wearing a beige jacket. Male is a black male in his 20s, 5'10", heavy build, wearing all black.
Got it.
Looks like
11 minutes.
checking the building.
That's our 11 minutes.
376 anyone trying to keep orders.
Negative. TC tried to call the alarm company. We'll keep attempting this.
So now it looks like they are attempting to call the alarm company that can call
That's what
the key holder, which is someone that can bring a key and either
271.
open up the door
271.
or lock the doors.
I'm sorry, it's actually 267, and we're here. It's going to be Pennsylvania and Marion.
267, copy. Party's going to be at Pennsylvania and Marion in 12 minutes.
Early in this call, it came out that someone was...
Can you change address to 952 Rice
maybe
Street,
it was
please?
just a squad that saw somebody going eastbound.
26 and
7952 Rice, that's 12 minutes. 12 minutes.
267, could you add a couple plates for me?
267.
First one's Minnesota, Charlie, Golf, X-ray, 934. Second one be 358, Tango, Romeo,
Remember
Juliet.
Bear?
Copy, and
I
our
should.
medics still needed.
Used to hang with the outcasts.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Does some work for them on their motorcycles.
Right.
Bear's Place. Tommy Veneman, Bear's Place. Just driving by it.
6, Malta female in front of 2065, Highway 36.
Copy, out with a female in front of 2065, Highway 36. 13 minutes.
Park.
13 minutes.
Sometimes Mountain Dew tastes
177.
especially good. Tonight's one of those nights.
177. I'll be going up to the front. 8.
6, now westbound Foot. Probably northbound on
Copy, will
Ariel.
be at apartment number 8 in your code for 13 minutes. A female left on foot, possibly northbound on Ariel. Be advised, one caller thought he had gotten into a tan van or station wagon.
Copy.
14 minutes.
Bag of chips.
Had the sweet, now you need the
Yeah,
salty.
salt. That's exactly the thing.
6, 7 medics, code 3. Female's bleeding from the head pretty good.
Oh, we run up to...
Copy, starting medics, code 3 for female bleeding from the head at 14 minutes.
Sounds like they got a little suspect out there in Maplewood. We should probably go assist there, right on Ariel there.
6 for code 4 for medics here.
Copy, code 4 for medics at 14 minutes. 4466, code 4. Copy, code 4 on traffic at 14 minutes.
We don't get up there enough anyhow. We were up there the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
2 key holders responding. One in a Lincoln Continental, 30-minute ETA. Have another responding in a Mercedes. No description or ETA on the second key holder.
Appreciate it.
Hi.
015. 310. Copy the disturbance noise complaint en route to 202 Brindlewood Drive.
Yeah, we've been there before.
015.
That's the same address for the domestic. Yep, thank you. Thank you. Remember that domestic we went to on Maryland?
15 minutes.
Where the guy was stealing the baby again? Maryland and 169 West Maryland
yeah.
right there.
Only known as Junior.
Another call there?
Another caller, he's kicking the door in again. I don't think it's been dispatched yet, but
He was in a, if I remember right, a green Malibu last time.
Yep.
Green older Malibu.
I don't think it's been dispatched yet.
Hold on. Okay, you're clear.
222, just going to be the second boyfriend of the picture. New number, black male. Larger belt, dark skin. Colors not cooperating with questions and disconnected.
Ember was the guy's name, that's right.
Further info, he tried to break in through the back door. He's in his 20s and broke a window. 60 minutes.
See if we can help on that. How's it look right, buddy?
Hang on here. Clear.
Last time she said he had a ride there, right?
Right.
He's trying to get the baby or the child dispute case.
Right. She said that day that there were guns in the Malibu.
That's right. thing about this job is if you calculated them all up,
Squad 315.
315.
90% of the calls are to 15% of
Clear
the
wide.
addresses.
362
I was looking right.
Clear.
The lights aren't changing too well.
That's 017.
Well, if he's not in there yet, we'll just check the perimeter. If he was inside, of course, we would. What the heck?
210 advised, and another PV at 6 more and
Clear.
Sylvan, please.
Copy.
I'm not driving as fast as I normally do, and we're getting a lot more red lights.
Yeah.
Maybe I should drive faster. I don't know what this is about. It's really weird. It's like it's not working.
Easy. Clear. Oh, clear.
Squad 315, 383.
Read that, will you?
Yep.
315.
Well, it's on yours too.
383.
Isn't it or not?
1354
Different call.
Westminster Street on a domestic. The father of Comp's children refusing to leave. Comp is waiting outside. The suspect is inside
Two
with
officer
Comp's children.
cars
The
on
suspect
scene.
is
up
Dwayne
here.
Anderson.
Well, I don't
28
care if they're on the
years
scene, but
old.
Yeah.
what was she?
The other call was on something else.
Keep an eye out for.
Yeah, for a black Escalade.
Chloe, we're going to this call. By the way, they ain't on the scene.
Hey,
Oh, there they are.
Round 6 will arrive, pending 197. 4469, Squad clear wide.
19 minutes. 4466, clear citation with 38. That'd be 19 minutes.
Copy, they cleared in.
Squad 120, 125.
30 minutes.
120.
125.
Check the area, 639 Edmund Avenue, and a 91 caller. Needing Spanish interpreter, line disconnected, voicemail, multiple callbacks.
128 copy. I'll be out in a couple. 125 copy.
Looks like the party did call back, and it's going to be for a loud music playing coming from the alley.
Got it.
20 minutes.
Well, so we got half a dozen people outside. We got 2 screaming people inside. One of them is apparently on the phone with the Oh, apparently this is a group. We definitely have what's called a family dispute here.
I think that would accurately describe it. Just for future reference for calls here, Charlie Delta Echo 903. Charlie Delta Echo 903.
Definitely some relatives.
120.
Good.
Looks like the address has also changed to 583 Dale.
My goodness.
What?
My goodness.
What?
This is rather heated.
21 minutes.
Yeah, but they're always yell when the cops are here.
Of course.
The officers are, I'm sure, attempting to figure out if there is a crime. Right?
Exactly.
That's their goal. Is there a crime?
184, clear advised with 177.
Yeah, we have 22 minutes.
So you got 4 outside that are apparently relatives of the guy that had the family dispute. Somebody who's not here with them kicked the door in. And the 2 inside that called the police are yelling at them out the window, but the police are asking, do you want help or not?
222, checking your status.
Oh, that is a Chevy Malibu? Where'd you get that plate? That's not a Chevy, though.
That might be an older Malibu.
Does they got the Ford thing in front, though?
Sorry, 222, go again.
What kind of a little logo is that? That's definitely...
I think that's a Malibu.
23 minutes.
You do? CDE 903.
And is that green?
Yeah, but is that a Malibu? I guess that could be an old type.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to predict that someone's going to be back here later.
You think so?
I think so.
So,
Just trying to. That's definitely the Malibu that was here last time that
right.
supposedly had guns in it.
Could you show us out on a PPV Thomas Grotto?
Copy, Thomas and Grotto, 24 minutes.
Well,
195, you can have Elena slow down 0 feet. Copy, Elena or Thunder Chief.
hey, can I ask you a question? I was here the other day when he stole the child. I was here the other day when he took the child. So I'm sorry I didn't talk to these officers, but that's the green car that he came in last time, right? Is he okay? Good. I'm glad he's all right. Well, we're not the police. We're the sheriff's office. They should be taking the report. Those guys that just drove away. But before you go back in, I know you're cold. What happened tonight? Now did he? Yeah. But remember I know, but I'm listening. I'm trying to listen.
Cars will be advised 125, 123.
So did he? Did he come again tonight?
Yes, he came. And when he saw the police come, he ran.
Well, where is he? He's not here?
No, he's somewhere, I don't know.
All right. Well, here's what you should do. You should call 911 and tell them you want to talk to a supervisor. And tell them you want a police report made.
So
Because
they can't give us one?
well, yeah, they could have, but I don't know what was the communication was bad. You should definitely have a report made if he's kicking your. Why was he kicking the doors tonight?
Because my sister's not here and the baby is
He
here.
wants the baby again.
Yes.
What's his name again?
Ember. When he just went to jail for stealing.
Yeah.
That wasn't his name. The police said that's not even his real name.
Ember. What's his last name?
Supposed to be white.
So you think will they try to pick him up again in their car?
Yeah, they is.
And they'll probably come back. Well, we're going to stay in the area. You call the supervisor and tell him you want a report made. All right? Get a report made for sure.
Spot 325, 329.
Hopefully she'll. The woman who was inside yelling out the window will talk to him this time.
Maybe that's the mother again.
Yeah.
Like last time.
Tom believes her sister's ex is driving around the address
Oh.
in a black Cadillac Escalade.
We're going to hang here a little bit because that car was probably going to try to pick him up after he ran. He tried to kick the door in to get the child because the child's mother is not here right now, and he feels he has a right to the child when the mom's not
They're
there.
sitting right there waiting.
27 minutes.
Well, we're going to do a little more interrogation here.
222.
Yes.
He must be getting really cold by now. He must be getting really cold by now. Ember.
Who are you talking about?
Ember.
Who's him?
Why are you waiting here?
I'm waiting here.
Where?
Which house?
Right down the block. We cannot go in the house mad.
120 traffic.
Right, you shouldn't get mad at us and kick us out.
What's the address you guys live at?
Why do you want our address?
Well, you said you live here. If you can, if you,
36 A Bell.
huh? It's 1136 what?
Abel.
You'd rather have me ask for the address than your insurance, right? Perfect. 1136. But that isn't toward 1136.
We're waiting right here.
We're waiting right here.
What? No, we're not doing anything on purpose.
We waiting right here because if we go to the house.
Stay back far enough for COVID, okay?
Right, then go on, bro. I already
All right,
feel sick.
all right. Listen, now you're starting to piss me off,
Look,
okay?
I'm tired because y'all
now
not
you're
talk,
starting
y'all
to
not
piss me
letting us
off.
talk.
I'll be back. Yeah, it's time for them to go somewhere else.
You got a driver's license with you? If you don't, get back in the car, okay? Okay, then get back in the car.
One of Bird at Bay Street Grill, 731 Randall. Color believes there may be in progress bird happening at the address. Heard a large thud and now seats open inside and lights on. 30 minutes.
636, answer me, please.
30 minutes.
110 traffic.
110.
Traffic could be at Dale and Edmond with a
The one color blazer may possibly be 2 to 3 people inside. They're watching from across the street.
Okay.
30 minutes.
614, 792.
30 minutes. Vehicle, Carmack, place on the back. 30 minutes.
Sitting waiting for him to come back to the car.
Nobody has a driver's license in the car.
And Ember can keep hiding between the houses for a little while and get a little colder.
Yeah.
While we figure this out.
The 1100 Able isn't north of Maryland. Remember? 1200 in Maryland's 1200.
4466. 4466. Does more people have a better description?
31 minutes.
I can check.
Cheap.
31 minutes.
Black male, 34, wearing all black with tan boots. His last name is supposedly Portis.
Well, I think we're going to have to make them walk. Don't you think? Or at least not drive.
Sure.
I'm just checking my bleachers for the suspect in 31 minutes.
2 minutes.
I mean, obviously, that both parties at both ends have some emotional issues. Chloe, I'm going to send you a picture to see if you can come up with anything.
Program Avenue at States in room 209.
210 close pulling from 727 Randolph. I believe it's going to be at the east door.
Copy. We're just staying.
I'll be right back.
Hang on one second.
Okay.
30 copy.
Because otherwise, I see there being an issue when they walk by there.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, there's no good solution here. But maybe the other people can get their police report generated here. Hey Chloe, send me the, if it's still up, the comp's phone number on the 169 call. Complainant's phone number on the 169 Maryland call. Might not still be up, but you can go back and pull it up.
Traffic.
Emmerich knows that.
Twin Lake Advance Boulevard. David 761.
Hey Heather. Hey, you probably can figure out how to pull that up. Can you pull up that comp's number on that 169? They probably cleared the call already, but I know it can be done, even though I don't have the foggiest idea how to do it.
Got it.
Oh, I think I have it now. I think I got it. I got it. Oh yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Keep an eye on me in case something goes wrong here. Bye. Bye.
I think okay after your permit.
4466. Bleachers is clear. Should be clear. Copy, bleachers is clear. Thanks for your help at 34 minutes.
And if they're seen again,
Code for 34 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, sorry to bother you. This is the sheriff's office. Did you guys ever get a hold of a supervisor to get someone to come back and take a report? Yeah, well, that's, we're the sheriff's office. I'm with the sheriff's office, the unmarked car. I wasn't one of the marked ones that was talking to you, but we're right, and so we no, I'm on your side, ma'am. Yeah, but
There's closing and break and start for shots fired, 292 floors. Single caller reporting 4 shots fired, heard a car speed off nearby. No Burger King parking lot, 5 minute time delay.
Yeah, ma'am, that wasn't me though. But here's my point. I'm actually have the car with everybody in it stopped north of you, so I'm holding it. I have the car with them stopped north of you. I'm just waiting to see if you're getting an officer out to the house to make a report.
Central, 292 Forbes Avenue. Only one caller.
Here's my question to you. So the young man that you believe kicked the door, his name's Ember.
Travel information at 36 minutes.
So he wasn't with them at the time the officers were talking to him, or what?
539.
Okay. The one with the white tennis shoes? That one? Yeah.
110, you can clear that APB assist.
Yeah. What's the name of the one with the white tennis shoes, the black coat?
Squad 187.
Okay. No, I mean the guy, the boy.
Copy, just checking your status.
There's no burglary, there's all employees.
I'm code 4, thank you.
Monte.
Copy, 37.
All right. So listen, let me ask you a question. They claim they live on a street. They live on Abel Street. Is that accurate? Is that true? So, but did they used to live on Abel? I think it's just over here off of south of Maryland, other side of Rice. Yeah. And your daughter's not home right now, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, make sure you get a St. Paul police officer out to take a report on what happened to your doors tonight. Yeah, and your windows. Yep. All right. All right. Keep bugging them to send a squad. Thanks. Bye.
38 minutes.
Well, 222 is on the way back.
120.
Hopefully they'll be
The
calling
other area on traffic, 38 minutes.
information.
That's the problem. There's too much emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go see if anybody else has a license in here because this could end up deteriorating.
The Burger King lot looked empty. I'm out at the Forbes address.
Copy, 40 minutes.
And any other colors?
Negative, just the one.
Six on clear traffic. Copy, 40 minutes.
We don't want to go into your car. We might.
I know, but the last police did.
Well, we don't want to. We catch COVID.
2361.
2361.
Wouldn't it be a nice world if you never had to raise your voice?
It would be wonderful.
Put it back. 15 block of Rob's Farm Road, North Oak. Welfare check for a female who texted her boyfriend saying she was suicidal.
Rob Farm Road.
250. Fletcher Avenue.
I'll be checking the Speedway 1750 White Bear Avenue at 42 minutes.
110 investigate.
Well, that was the best solution possible, don't you think?
Rundle.
Yes.
Sherburne.
Randall and Sherburne at 42 minutes.
Nobody had a license, so they had to walk.
120 right around the corner.
Copy 42 minutes.
They do claim they can go back to the house unable, even though the other people said they don't have the right to even go there, so.
We're just in the alleyway. South alley of Sherburne. West of Arundel.
Copy everything alleyway south of Sherburne, west of Arundel at 43 minutes.
Metro PCS parking lot.
Quick phone call.
Copy Metro PCS parking lot at 43 minutes.
Can I get the error case number, please?
Triple two checking traffic. 44 minutes.
It's Holbrook.
Seeing a lot of comments come up. These are not the people who allegedly kicked in the door and broke a window. The person who did that was gone before we or the other officers arrived.
Dental B for EOT.
So, no, they can't be arrested for the actions of
Useful in
the other
45
guy.
minutes.
And this worked on getting them away from the house and hopefully having peace for the night.
2361. Is there a chance you can try to get a fresh ping on your phone?
Copy, we'll start a new one.
70. Spoke with somebody at 237 Forks who said they also heard what could have been described as gunfire, but unknown direction, just east of his location, so Grand and Smith area.
There they are.
Copy party at 2374. Also heard what could have been gunfire. It's unknown for sure. Would have been east of the location at Grand and Smith. 46 minutes.
Doesn't seem like. Huh?
Thank you.
271.
271.
Courtesy red to an adult female to the area of 300 Fuller, starting mile 0.
They don't seem like they really are committed to go any further than that.
1 copy. And they 2 cup.
Minutes.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Some
They
told
came
me.
from a 911
Some
holding
told me
post,
y'all
so
got the
back, or
privilege
call
to
it
be
in the
stopping when y'all shouldn't be stopping.
We're watching those 4 over there. We're just keeping an eye on those.
I don't know nothing about nothing. I just come to tell y'all shouldn't be stopping when you shouldn't be stopping, man.
Thank goodness we can.
I live in the area, man. I'm just trying to be a good citizen. That's all.
You're doing
Appreciate
a fine job.
You're doing a great job of it.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. You know, one day at a time, one day at a time.
When the bus comes for you, we'll move. I just don't want them doubling back to that car.
Mm-hmm.
8190, I can head there.
Or the house.
They get far enough away.
Just a solid from.
Copy.
When the bus comes,
Since you guys came from the north,
yeah.
did you see a bus behind you by chance?
Oh no, we just turned just from one block up. We turned,
What's that, like Wheelock or something? Dang.
and when we see the bus coming, we will get out of the way so he doesn't miss you.
In fact, we'll stop him to make sure he sees you.
How about this? How about y'all go make the bus speed up? So, you know what I'm saying? I get on it and get out y'all way. It's a win-win for everybody.
You're not in our way at all, sir.
Well, I try
227, something like to check the area and then 911.
I hear you. And we will make sure you do.
There's nothing heard.
You gotta say what?
48 minutes.
110 status.
Hey, I'm trying to That's funny as hell. Oh my gosh. Dang, man, you're messing up my street cred. I lived over here for 3 months.
Well, what's
You're
that?
talking about I'm snitching. Dang,
They know better.
10-1 for 110. Copy 10-1. So it's a start to a resident on Sherburne living the South Valley west of Arundel.
24. 126, not too far out.
y'all drive safe, man.
All right, you have a good night.
100 copy.
20, we're in the PCS parking lot.
Someone's been there before.
Copy the Metro PCS parking lot.
Sure he's okay.
$102 copy.
Copy. 120, we're taking it.
2-1. 120 2-1.
Taking him into custody.
Will you air 110 call on 2 squad? They're close. Copy, squads are fighting with one at the Metro PCS parking lot of Arundel Sherburne. They're taking the party into custody now. 49 minutes.
Copy. 0940.
Great. 126 for code 4. Other squad's been slow. Probably start a boss out here now.
Information for squads. West is code 4 with that party. 50 minutes.
Any additional can slow 100 to start.
So anytime they use force, they have to come and have a supervisor come and take a look at the arrestee.
We're code 4. If there's a 10-1, you can cancel it. We're going to need a boss for RRA.
100 copy.
There's a line is en route. You can cancel them or not needed. Cancel minutes. 4. So far unfounded at Motel 6. 8190 can slow.
It does feel like it's starting to pick up, huh, Pat?
Yeah, it does.
Copy. Unfounded so far. 8190 you can slow. 8190 copies. 50 minutes.
You know, you remember that show with Cool Hand Luke?
Oh yeah.
And of course, the famous line of that movie is,
What we
have here is a failure to communicate. That's what was going on there
Arriving
at
in
that
the
call,
26.
right?
We'll be around to team to right.
And
Copy.
I sitting there and watching that screaming match when we first arrived, and there was no communication at any level, right?
None.
And you think that's just a tactic people use to not have to communicate? Or do you think that just makes people feel better when they're screaming?
220 copy and road to check on that suspicious vehicle with Baker in Ohio. Color clues that may have been stolen. Tell me that clears 319.
I think she was venting. A lot of people were venting.
I mean, yeah, people in the street. I mean,
and the officers were cool as cucumbers.
yeah. But there's nothing you can really accomplish in that atmosphere.
None.
If you could get them away from the house, they have less of a theater. That's why we could confront them a little more verbally aggressive and they would tone down. But if you did that at the house there, because it's all the world's a stage,
24.
wouldn't have been good.
No.
We're giving medic routine evaluate the detainee. I don't know, they can come in off University. They'll see my directional lights on my squad.
Copy, starting medics have 53 minutes.
But the male party had to sneak off somewhere still, right? Amber, the primary offender.
I think we were convincing. It's still.
Oh yeah, I think it's still here. Right? Because they wouldn't have got back this fast. But that guy, Amber, the principal suspect, will probably come and get it later tonight.
The car is still here, folks.
5181.
5181.
Okay, attempting contact to room 117.
Attempting contact.
Well, let's go do a couple bar closings, huh, Patrick?
Good idea.
You know, that Assistant Chief Chris Bradenton from Edmonton. Chris Braden from Edmonton. I think I started this story once before, but
The community policing.
yeah. And what they did up there in Edmonton is, well, you know the story. They created all these small little substations, and they assigned a few number of cops to a small area. The first thing they did is they gave them a printout.
What do you think?
I don't see. This is the problem for them. Is that them?
Yep, that's them.
It's the problem for them is they're not.
An additional ping,
They're
however,
not
it's only
supposed to
within
be
about
on Able either. That's what the lady said. They got kicked out of Able too. So they're going to be roaming.
No, thanks for trying. Go.
What's up? Well, I'm going to give them a very terse warning. You guys keep your end of the deal and the car will be there. If you keep your end of the deal, the car will stay there. If you head back to the car, I'm going to tow it. Son, I thought you were going to Able. All right, get an Uber. Good job. I guess Mom wouldn't let him in after all. That's what happens when you're poorly behaved in life. You lose friends fast, and then you don't have a place to go to sleep, right?
Yep. That's
the moral of the story.
Yep.
36 feet is this guy just didn't show up for you want us to just call him.
Go ahead, give us some more theory there. Give us some more moral.
At this point, I'd say just
Pat, you're the wise.
I'm just, I'm glad I was never in the position where I was made unwelcome at friends or families' homes.
And I had no place to go except take an Uber to some other friend's house, probably.
I cannot think of a single friend of mine I could not call right at this moment and say, I need a place to stay.
Right.
And they'd say no.
Right. That's the thing.
222 case number 232-987.
He's back to take the report.
And it sounds much quieter.
You're welcome. 57 minutes.
It's all good.
Should we see what Bourne's looks like?
110.
Yeah, good idea.
Picture at Wisconsin plate 398 Zulu X-ray Victor.
Oh, so Edmonton.
Oh, yeah, well, the first thing they did is they did a printout of all the calls for the last year by address. And they took the ones that had, like, all these calls nonstop. Okay?
Okay.
And then they told these guys on the beat, your job is to go knock on those doors and find out why on earth people are always calling. And this was the beginning of problem-solving policing. So they went to those troubled addresses, and like I said, it was, I don't know, 5 to 15% of the city that had big chunk. And they determined what the frequent calls were. Might have been a landlord-tenant argument that nobody had ever really fixed. Might have been an emotionally disturbed person or something. It might just be a conflict between renters that no one ever really solved, you know?
Okay.
And what they said is go solve the problems. Because you know what you do as cops. Like you mentioned keeping the peace. Like we would go there and we would keep the peace, but then the peace would be broken 2 nights later.
Right.
And so he assigned these guys and he gave them authority to go spend time on fixing the problem so they didn't have to just go to the call. Reportedly, they dramatically decreased the number of calls so that the officers had more time to do constructive stuff. And you can see how that makes some sense. But nowadays, cops are so overwhelmed with what they got going on, there's not a prayer that they can really solve many problems.
No, they don't have. You need some downtime from answering calls to be able to do that.
Solve the problem. But I thought that was fascinating. I really was interested in his presentation. He had some out-of-the-box thinking. This is 25 years ago.
Oh, at least.
And we're talking on marijuana too. He said, you know, hey, he used to say, there's no sense in fighting the battle. It's you're going to lose the battle at some point.
Whoa.
What am I doing?
Did you see that guy back out of there?
No, I was looking at this car.
Okay, watch this guy coming towards us. See what he does.
310 copy the well check.
This one right here?
Yeah, this one right here.
150
Uniform Charlie Whiskey. He backed out of there.
I was looking at that other one that was
almost cleaned that parked car there.
5180. Clear assisted.
But it doesn't look like, I thought something may have just happened here, which was why he was taken off like that, but it doesn't appear to be the case.
Well, there's plenty of people out enjoying the night here. Right?
Yes, there are.
2166 on
Jesus, a lot of people. Must be packed in there.
No kidding.
Holy mackerel. So we're on Rice Street, for those of you that haven't been with us before, and right here in this neighborhood, Manitoba, Wayzata, and Winnipeg is
2160.
one of the most frequent areas for shots fired.
Myself and 6-1 out at 4265 Heritage Drive in Madison Heights. You want to knock and talk with me for a party here?
I want to. 170 Route Street North.
Is it 102 already?
First one started as a fire alarm. Fire did respond
Yes,
out
it
there.
is.
We're currently requesting officers to
That's not
investigate
good.
burglary alarm. As a resident reported a male that does not live on site walking on the 6th and 7th floors and possibly the ground floor with a fire extinguisher.
35 Gabby.
That was a white BMW, but it's got its bumper.
Good one.
How's it going, sir?
Good,
Good,
sir.
how are you? How's everyone? A lot of people in there tonight. A lot of cars out here. Is that what it is? The best ever. I think that's true, since there's all these spots down here. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. I'm Fletcher. I can't pause it though. I wish I could pause it. I don't have. You're not on it. You worked out. You worked there, Linz, or what? Where were you? Were you hanging out here or what?
Nothing. Just let me get all this shit in the car for you. Can you unlock the door, please?
I can't give her a ride. What are you doing? Where is she gonna ride to?
To our
286.
Your what?
Our medical doctor's house.
I
Well,
think
come on. Explain to me up here a minute. Come here a minute.
she thinks we're Uber.
No, she doesn't. She's
Yes, hold on.
201
What's going on?
Assault at 5th and 7th at Cleveland
We're trying to
Circle.
go to our
Male to female, she
friend's
days.
house.
Suspect
Yeah?
on scene.
Your friend's house?
They're
Where's
speaking with
that at?
medics now.
I'm just gonna get his phone number. Is he in the background there?
no.
Oh,
Do you think he's with us or what? Did you call somebody for a ride?
yeah.
Who'd you call?
His name is Hoshman Moss.
Okay, he's not here yet though.
I know. I'm just trying to find his phone number.
Okay.
105.
Will you watch? I watch everything.
Yeah.
I met Cassie Ramsey's my friend.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're jail nurses at your jail.
I'm tonight.
Yeah. Cassie's a wonderful person.
She's moving back to Minnesota.
Oh, it's
Oh, is
so
she?
warm
Good.
in your
Thank
car.
But yeah, I play Kyle's music sometimes at the beginning.
It's so warm in your car.
Grace is like, oh,
I don't.
Did cup Fletcher
Lindsay, I don't have Hoshman after
But he's on the way to get you, right?
I didn't want to be you.
I'm gonna call him.
We'll call him and find out how long until he gets here.
Well, I don't think he's like this very strict to drive.
I messaged you on Facebook.
Does that sound familiar?
What's your full name, Lindsay?
Keely.
It was
Keely.
nurse of the deal. And I
Oh, you
messaged
are?
you that Cassie's your friend.
Oh, you know what? I apologize.
I know.
I just don't read everything because there's just
I know. I
too
watch
much.
you guys.
Super
That's
good,
what you do. No, I'm not.
It's so warm in his car.
Now my phone
Such a
died.
rough week.
Can I borrow that black one?
Yep, I'm all
Bob
charged
and
up.
Pat, I watch you guys.
That's
every
Pat,
Friday
yep.
night.
Ah,
She does.
thank
She
you.
sends it to me.
Well, you're not
Yes.
watching tonight, obviously.
Oh no, she
No,
does.
this is the first day that I'm like, she's think I'm friendly. We're both Iron Rangers.
I'll tell you what.
Look at it.
You-
Iron
I
Ranger.
Here's the
didn't
thing.
know where we're going.
You guys, is that him?
No, this is Mackenzie.
It's our boss.
You guys sit here. We're gonna go check on Bourne's. We'll come back in 5 minutes and make sure you're okay. Okay?
Lindsay,
Lindsay?
Lindsay,
This
pick up
happened
your-
a hard night.
Lindsay, pick up your shit.
Yeah. We'll come back and check on you.
This is hold on, this little coming
Fletcher, I was talking to him all night.
Alyssa?
He said, Fletcher comes
Hold on.
to
Alyssa. No, we're with Bob Fletcher right now. We can't find where we're going. Bob Fletcher, say hello.
I want you. Hello.
Hello, Alyssa. Are you coming to get him?
On us. We'll try again.
They're over here on Rice Street.
No,
but they're intoxicated though. I don't know.
Where are you going, Bob Fletcher?
I can't give you a ride. Sorry.
Bob Fletcher.
They're on the line with medics now.
Tell her she got to give you a ride.
Nice to meet you. I'm the one that
You too.
messaged you.
All
And
right.
I love Cassie and she loves you. She's
All
moving
right.
back to Minnesota.
Tell her to get a hold of me when she gets here. All right. Thank you. Pleasure. No, pleasure to meet you.
From Joe.
Tell Joe that she needs a ride and he should get out here right now and give her one.
222.
Well,
Probably said this may be a possible overdose.
how come your friends never need a ride, Pat? What's that about?
109.
We just can't start an Uber business of giving everybody that's intoxicated a ride.
No.
Look for medic. Doesn't appear to be an assault. Two DK people.
Copy 109.
I thought she was one of the corrections officers, but she's not. She's actually a nurse in there.
Right.
But the nurses don't technically work for the sheriff's office. But she did know the former girlfriend of my son. Well, it was a girlfriend of my son when he passed away, Cassie
360.
Golonsky. So
You can show me clear 70 and 20 where you're kind enough to
did
do
appreciate
They're still
that.
waiting on the key holder.
Cassie's apparently moving back to the cities. We know there's going to be a problem on Rice Street tonight, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can feel it, right?
Yep, it's in the air.
You can hear it by the voices coming out the door.
Squad 310, copy the well check. En route to 1350 Maryland Avenue, East Department 304.
You can let fire know I'm like
I think that
a minute out.
I think the one girl did think we were there to pick
Traffic.
him up.
At 110.
Yeah, I got that feeling too.
Tried to open the back door. Thankfully, the door was not unlocked.
Squad 365, be advised, suspect is currently in the park.
I just want to know if the holiday's still open.
Excuse me, currently in the park.
Yeah, I can't keep track of the hours there.
Triple two. Corey's going to be intoxicated. It's the
Same party that was related to an earlier domestic at 956 Western. That call party's name was Christina, white female, 33 years old, average build.
Nope.
Stated that she may fight with officers.
Definitely not.
Okay. You know who dealt with this earlier?
One of those YouTubers who, what do we got here?
Where?
These folks.
Stand by.
Are they still buying chicken at the store there?
Oh. I'll bet.
Well, that's that lady who's begging in this lot every week we're here.
Right.
And now she's having an argument with people there. Well, I suppose we could.
300, I'll be out with 325.
222 is going to be squad 220.
Send it back down here, please.
Monitor for a second.
Yeah, right there. I'm gonna roll your window up though, Pat.
220, where are we going?
James in view.
Yeah, the chicken place is still open. Chicken truck.
112.
220 can cancel. We'll take care of it.
That's
220, I'll show you there.
That's the whole thing of what's going on here right now. Everybody's waiting for their orders to come up.
222 code 4 for medics.
Copy.
All seems semi-peaceful, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah.
The yelling has stopped.
Kevin.
So he's here a little
220.
bit.
On a DOC at 350 St. Peter for a male that's smoking in the vestibule. Black male, 55 years old, 5'9", average build, camo jacket and jeans.
Yeah, babe.
114.
Well,
You're good.
I better go back.
I think so.
Make sure they haven't been. Obviously, like, if a person is vulnerable, like the autistic girl the other night, we will give people rides if they're in need. But we just don't do it as a regular course of business with people that aren't in our COVID circle.
Yep.
Or people that have assets and can provide their own rides. How they ended up there, though. That's the weird thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think they were in this bar in the corner?
What?
Maybe.
I don't know. Weird.
Could have medical 2300 pounds.
You have to eat here sometime.
80-year-old female.
What's going on, buddy? Those two girls still over here?
One left walking.
Where did they go?
One's inside and the other one went walking down the mall.
Which one's inside?
Your nurse.
The nurse? Well, that's good. The other one went walking out. You take care of the nurse, okay? Will you?
I will.
Make sure nothing happens to her till she gets a ride. All right? Worst comes to worst, call me. I'll find something. All right, thanks. Oh, there she is. She went to pee. Maybe not. She's making phone calls. At least they're both here.
Yes.
And our security friend is taking care of making sure they stay warm.
Yeah, I just got the same feeling as you. I think this is a place to be for a little bit.
Go straight to voicemail and I'll call back. However, the phone is pinging right at 20.
I don't know.
Okay.
What a world.
I'm on the line also.
How's it going? You hear somebody yelling? I hear you yelling.
340 Magnolia, man's beating a woman outside. I think that's where that.
There was a Sims call over before here.
That's where that Escalade was driving around, I believe, earlier.
Listen though, where does that music noise come from? Alright. Oh, you want to run over there?
I think we should.
What's the address?
340 East Magnolia.
Alright. Stand by for impact.
Occurring inside a silver sedan. Comp reporting a male hitting a female. Nothing further.
Is that the call?
Yep.
I don't know. That was a text to 911. You know somebody's gonna get shot over here.
I know. They just dispatched it, so this might not be.
Well, we're not far.
This squad start 340 Magnolia Avenue. Car races home.
Clear.
300 outside. Squad to back.
Short on cars, so the
Clear.
sergeant had to volunteer for that one.
7126.
I could have gone up Rice
Clear.
Street, but I really didn't want the
26.
people on Rice Street
We
to
can get
know.
another medical 300 address, but this one's unit 331 for another resident.
Didn't really want them to know that we
Go
were
on,
bailing out of the area.
Right.
Because then,
Sure.
if they are going to shoot somebody, they know you're
Copy
not.
221, can I be serving harassment 596 Western Boulevard unit? Regarding the roommate started, I came to the address and threatened to call. Something physical, a 35-year-old white female named Christine, 5'6", medium build. Believe she may still.
That's right off of Westminster, isn't it?
I would think. I was thinking Arkwright, but you might be right about Westminster.
I think it's those apartments.
This is nice. What's the address of the Speedway?
I'm thinking that's 380.
379 or 380. Well, nobody really likes to pull over to the right anymore. It's kind of. Oh, this one wants to, thankfully. Brakes working good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
340.
Yeah.
Male and female jumping in and out of the vehicle, parked. Two doors.
Jessamine and then Magnolia, right?
Yep. 2 houses from the address is parked.
What do you think? Toward the east or west?
I would think probably that way, since...
Yeah, there's lights on there. Okay.
Yeah. That's probably a good bet.
We'll pretend we're not the cops. And then we'll surprise them. Well, that's not good. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my boyfriend to come out of the house.
Has he been out before or not?
What do you mean, has he been out?
Well, tonight, because we got a call on a woman and a man arguing.
No, that wasn't him.
Okay,
I just got here.
have you seen anybody else fighting?
No, I just got here like less than 10 minutes.
Oh, I know, the call just came out.
Oh, no, I haven't heard anything.
You're okay, though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna relax until he comes out.
Very good.
Thanks.
Well, 573 Whiskey Delta Yankee. Throw that in there anyhow. 573 Whiskey Delta Yankee. A little unusual, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't seem harmed.
Nope, she didn't.
So, let's go the other way. Lights on down there, too. Oh, here we go. Got some people out in the street here. Yeah, let's check the address on your way by. Well,
308.
What's going on?
249 Uniform Golf
Arguments are
Zulu.
okay as long as they're only verbal.
249 Uniform Golf Zulu.
Well, dumbness is okay too. Nothing wrong with being dumb. So who's the dumbest? Okay, so whose car is it? Say, is it time to go home now before? All right, so everything is okay? Were you guys arguing down the street first or what? Just here? All right, who's gonna say they're sorry? Oh, for crying out loud, huh? Just say you're sorry. Oh, you bummer. It's getting cold out here. Well, just don't, you can yell, but you can't punch and you can't keep the neighbors awake, which is why we're here. We did. And there's more police officers coming after we leave. So it's time to call it a night. Listen, trust me about this. I've been through a lot of these types of arguments over the years. It will all pass. Give it the 24-hour rule and you'll feel better. Don't say anything that you're going to regret tomorrow.
You're a man who knows. We all have, my friend.
Oh, he's getting in the car now. Well, not getting in the front anyhow. What was the exact call earlier?
Man and woman jumping in and out of a car fighting. All right,
See you
you
later,
too.
thank you. Are they leaving?
Are they leaving?
Yeah, they're gonna leave. She's gonna call her his family to pick him up.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Shots fired, Rice and Winnipeg.
You're kidding, right?
I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
AL, there's another one, huh? Alpha Lima Echo, I don't know, 268. I might have missed it. Guess we don't need that anyhow. Just in case everyone shows up dead.
Plus 310 copies, disturbance noise complaint around 762.
Okay, I'm going to put this one on 2 then, since we're going back to Rice Street, I'm sure.
Well, let's just check
310,
to
we
see
can barely hear you.
if there's another car with people outside yelling.
They fit the description and everything.
They do. Okay.
Yeah.
310 copy the disturbance noise complaint around 762 Magnolia Avenue East at 127. Loud and clear. Thank you.
Male and female jumping in and out of vehicle. Male was described as Asian male, 23 years old.
Okay. Sounds very good to me.
301 is just
300, I'll be up with 573
What?
Whiskey Delta Yankee on Magnolia, just east of Westminster.
That's that lady, the girl. That's a girl waiting for a boyfriend.
Copy the plate out with the vehicle on Magnolia, just east of Westminster on 128.
Somebody commented that the lamplighter is getting ready to pop off, and they are calling it in now.
Really?
Yes.
It's open again, huh? I mean, late. Well, we'll definitely run up there. Well, this is it. Alpha Lima Echo 268. Yeah, that's the second car in the Asian foursome.
Clear right.
Nice kids. We're trying to help people. Well, I don't want to scare them, so we won't follow them up there. Lamplighter, huh?
Yeah.
We don't try to get too much in the way of people arguing. Arguing is a God-given right. But we try to
4466, 4491, Tango.
we try to know where the line is between abuse.
220 copy, we're to check the area on that 911 hang up at 92 California. Open line within 25 meters.
There it is.
Voicemail and callback of 129.
Possibly secondhand info from the comp.
Keep it from escalating.
Drunk is physically hitting the girlfriend. Probably just got off the
there you
phone
have
for
it.
scuffling sounds in the
I
background.
mean, it's not
Sounds like things are being
exactly
thrown
on
up.
Rice in
That
California,
money
but
was thrown on the ground, and house has a lamp out front.
close enough.
66, close cover. 130.
Well, it's about time. Are we going to work tomorrow night? It's hard to say. We really don't know. Remarried in the school. It's very possible. You guys need to help us get a few more viewers, though. Like tonight, I think we only had like what, 1,000 simultaneous viewers.
I think so too.
I don't know.
For some reason, the number isn't showing up for me.
I'm not sure that. Last week, I think there was like over 2,000. Might have been because we weren't on during the prime time from 9 to 10:30.
That could be.
That was definitely. I don't want people to get tired of watching. All right. There's a pothole.
4466 update.
There isn't many people here.
Early 30s, Asian female, 5'2", skinny build.
Definitely.
Well, I think somebody was
pulling a fast one on us.
not being very sincere with us.
131.
I think it was the Bournes people.
220.
Nothing going on here at the Lamplighter.
That was a false alarm from one of our viewers.
220.
But we did try to follow up.
We're getting a domestic for that same address, 92 California. It's a different number. Speaking within 4.8 meters regarding the boyfriend pushing the comp. Name of Carlo Ramirez.
Well, we're closing on that. I guess we could.
132.
See anybody in the lot here, Pat?
No.
Is there an address on that building there?
100.
Okay. There is 100, but the next one's 92. Oh, that's a GPS though, right?
Right.
So it could be.
That's 83.
So there probably is no 92. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because but it would be 92 if it was numbered. Building's 100, so it's got probably in that building somewhere.
And here's 99.
But it's supposed to be within 92, right?
Yep. Within 25 meters. What is with all the cars?
So it's in one of these two buildings. 75 feet is the 25 meters, so could be in one of these cars, could be one of these buildings. For that matter, it could be out here too. Just gotta find that address.
$44.66. I copied the update. Are the parties separated now? $44.66. I'm sorry. What was your question?
I don't think.
Have the parties separated?
I don't think there's an East California right here at 92. But could be one by Able Street up here.
Apparently, the sister hit the cop a few times in the head with a chair after verbal or altercation about keys.
People argue over stupid things, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Especially when they've been drinking.
Stupid things.
Code 491, copy. 135.
So, I just check to see if California comes through here for the East California.
1044.66. Parties are separated at this time. Sister's wearing a yellow long sleeve dress with black leggings, purple Nikes. Apparently she left the house about 3 minutes ago.
So.
Unknown current location. 66, copy, thank you. You're welcome, 137.
Wanda. I don't think there's a California in here either, but we'll just pull in just in case. Oh, it goes right to Wheelock. Well, back to Bournes, huh?
I think so.
Squads 4469 and 4438.
220.
4438.
220. 1845, Penny West
Well, the
East
vehicle
for an alarm.
back
I don't know
of
which
the
source this is coming from. It's an east door alarm.
Copy out with a vehicle in the back of Woplowski's 137.
That could be it.
Yep. Or not. My kid used to play at Walewski's.
This one or the?
This one played at the music cafe too, but played here at Walewski's. You want to just slide by just in case?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a one officer or two officer
Yeah,
car.
I think. Yeah, there used to be a Walewski's at Minnehaha, right? Is this Walewski's
Thomas
now?
and Western.
Yeah, Thomas.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Walewski's.
Dude, yeah. It's the old one. Had some good fights in there periodically,
Mhm.
right?
Oh yeah.
138.
Two-person car.
Yeah.
Squad 4438, update. Alarm company states the key holder will be arriving in 15 minutes in a maroon Chevy truck. Name is Ernie Swanson.
Copy.
138.
Is that the car that went by us when we hit the dip over in the lot?
I don't know. Could be. I don't think so. That car looked like a bigger junker over there, right? This one's not too bad.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Just be advised, the sisters and Tom's father has COPD. Possibly on scene. Copy. 139.
Well, it looks peaceful. Huh?
Yep. They've got it under control.
I don't know. Is that a woman?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Had a lot of academy parties here when it was the North End Depot.
Yeah. Don Hoyt used to own it, didn't he? You remember?
I think so. I think you're right.
Somebody's chasing somebody. What the heck is that? Why would somebody trick us into going to the lamplighter?
Yeah, that's not cool. Yes, folks, the radios are on.
All of them? All 6?
All of the radios are on. There is a lull in the activity.
One thing I do want you to remember, when we go off daylight savings time, Saturday night, we go back to regular standard time. It means it's going to get darker sooner. So, right now it gets dark around what, 6:30?
About then.
It's going to get dark at 5:30. And I spent 2 tours as commander of the burglar unit, and I will tell you that burglars, as soon as we go off daylight savings time, they go out and they drive around and look for whoever's lights are off at 6 o'clock. And then as you get toward Christmas, even earlier, if your lights are off on your house, they know you're not home, because nearly no one goes to sleep before 9 o'clock. And so no one's really sleeping at 6. So if your house has no lights that turn on, or leave a light on during the day, or put a timer on. If you got a dog, great, but don't let the burglar know that you're not home. They'll typically look for 3 houses together that don't have any lights on at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then they can break into the middle one, knowing that there's no neighbors to hear them breaking into the other ones.
Exactly.
So take some extra couple minutes just to get a timer on a couple lights. It doesn't take many. I even leave a TV on once in a while. Because you leave a TV, then the light changes and there's noise, etc.
Right.
So just remember, when you turn your clock back, it means it's darker earlier, and the burglars know you're not home if your house is dark.
I've been telling people I'm not going to change my clocks tomorrow, because I do not want an extra hour of 2020.
No, but here's the thing. If we do work tomorrow night, we get an extra hour's sleep.
That's true.
As long as we go to leave by 2 o'clock the old time, not 2 o'clock the new time.
Right.
Is someone honking at us? There's no car behind us.
You're really going to try and park in that spot?
It looks like he's tried before, based on his bumper.
You're not going to fit, dude.
Well, that's not a dude anyhow.
You're not going to fit, girl.
No, there's no way on heaven and God's green earth that she was fit.
Fletcher 0200 EOT 261.
Well, obviously,
267.
people are not coming out at 1.
268.
Is that the girl that was getting out of the Envoy the other day?
278.
The red hair?
Hello.
286.
Hi, how are you, bud?
Any additional Fletcher 0200 EOT? Copy. Any additional spots? Have a good night at 145.
So a bunch of afternoon cars just went home, so the number of bodies on the street has dropped. Like everybody's leaving though, anyhow, it's good.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
Well, this has a tight turning radius.
That's why I like it better than the Tahoe. Tahoe's just a little bigger. It looks more cop-like. This is too many people know that the police are driving Durangos.
27 copy, 313 deal number 406. Caller advising that people are hacking into our car, so we should see that they're telling her they're going to kill her. Yeah, 147.
Who's that?
Charlie Golf Yankee 885. Charlie Golf Yankee 885.
Well, you better see what happened to these two.
We'll be checking your class. Copy, checking inside at 147.
Y'all make sure my brother come on. I know what's going on. They told all of them. I don't boy. I know.
Hey, did the drunk white girls get a ride?
Come down, fool. Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, yeah, they did.
They got a ride though?
I don't know what they are.
Well, they must have got a ride, right?
Well, you're right. They were with the drunk. What's going on?
I don't approve of the use of the F word.
I didn't say the F word. I don't go there. Hey, we're good, man. We're good.
Information for squads canines behind a stolen vehicle going eastbound Orange from Como. Plates could be Minnesota 279, November, Yankee Zulu, returning to a green CRV. Information 149.
What kind of car was it?
CRV.
You said eastbound. What did he say from
So, I thought orange. Orange and Como Cross?
No.
382.
382.
It's 1-1. That's not right. Large?
Copy 149.
Oh, that would make sense.
Dispatch, can you advise if it's a stolen or what's the 1014?
It's going to be a stolen vehicle out of Hennepin County.
Where's he at?
Avon and Orange.
Dale and Orange?
I'm not catching
Oh,
it.
they're going north, so it must be north. I don't know. What the hell? Well, let's strap in, bud.
Yep.
What channel we on?
487, I rolled from my call.
Copy.
7636.
What channel is he on?
166 traffic. Copy.
What channel's the pursuit on?
Vehicle has stopped.
At?
$636.
636.
I'm code 4, I'm just holding a car. You're waiting for the other cars to get here.
636, I copy your code for you're holding the vehicle. I'm verifying you're going to be on Avon at Orange.
Avon.
Correct. I'm on Orange, just west of Avon.
Copy. On Orange, west of Avon at 151.
And just verifying 279 November Yankee Zulu is from back stolen, right?
279 November Yankee Zulu, affirmative.
Okay, on a green CRV.
Affirmative.
That wasn't too smart.
Okay, this is it.
Is he going to take off when the other cars arrive?
I don't know. Anybody
Clear.
coming?
Clear.
Jesus Christ, nobody's even coming. one's over here. That's Victoria. This one might be. Yeah, this is 800.
See the lights.
So go ahead and narrate a little bit there, will you, Pat?
So K9 is out with a Hennepin County stolen vehicle. Oh, hold on here.
Go around.
They're calling him out.
Car pulled up on the wrong side.
It's a Honda CRV reported stolen out of Hennepin County. K9 officers stopped it, and they are calling the occupants out of the vehicle right now, it appears. Clear.
So they got 4 squads here. They're patting them down one at a time.
Six 364. Six 36. It's going to 4. $100 on orange.
Copy. No worries, guys.
We go.
Six 36 code 4 here. Everyone's in custody.
636, I copy. Code 4, all parties are in custody. Did you still want me to hold the air?
Negative.
Copy. Canceling the 10-1 at 155.
Back to Rice Street?
Yeah, good idea.
We haven't driven alleys for a while.
187, I'll head back to
No, we have not.
313 Dale.
Hasn't been much
What is running copy, 156?
crime up here in Como, actually. We haven't had many calls up here. Just thinking about that.
Pretty quiet area in general.
Yeah. In the old days, though, we used to get some burglaries here, and,
Oh, yeah.
you know. David Glass lives right up here. I forget which house this is, but great guy.
So the St. Paul squads recovered a stolen vehicle, and it looks like it's pretty much intact and undamaged. And suspect taken into custody without any incident at all. So good job, St. Paul PD. K9 and especially to the canine that spotted it.
Remember when the straight line winds came through here?
Oh yeah,
Just knocked everything over.
unreal.
Trees. I thought it was tornado, but they claim it was just 120 mile an hour straight line winds.
Sad.
That car that went by or what?
Yeah, I don't know if why it.
It just struck out. It looked like it was sneaking away.
Yeah.
It had the sneak effect to it. Like, I'm driving faster than I should be, right?
Yeah.
It's the corner of your eye. Driving faster than I should be.
Ah, it was a squad car.
Well, there he was. It's a sneak effect. Driving faster than he should be. Man, there was some serious damage on the trees that were knocked down there on Wheelock. Whoa.
Como High School used to get burglarized often.
Yeah, I had an alarm in there all the time. Remember that? I used to get the alarm. Wouldn't know exactly where they were in the building, but they were somewhere in there.
Does school district security still monitor the
I don't know.
alarms?
Good question. Good question.
School district security used to monitor the alarms in all the public schools in St. Paul. When an alarm went off, they could tell you if they had heard glass breaking, what area of the school they could hear people walking in. Some of them had cameras. They could tell you what classroom they were in. It was pretty amazing.
Not to interrupt you, and I know I'm terrible at that. Somebody asked me to drive around Loeb Lake here. It's Marydale Park now, right?
Right.
Used to be Loeb Lake. I don't know, I think it still is Loeb Lake. But they wanted us to drive around Loeb Lake. We should probably do it in the daytime.
On street racers going northbound 35E approaching Highway 5. They don't have anybody to send information only. Aired at 2 o'clock.
Northbound 35E approaching Highway 5. Where would that be? Is that like 5 being like 7th Street? Well, engage them in friendly.
Hi. How you doing? Everything okay? You guys live in the neighborhood, or? Okay. But everything's good. Yep. All right. Have a good night, folks.
I didn't find them convincing.
But I didn't get that anything was really amiss.
No. Not everything's fine, but no crime has occurred.
Right.
You know, they used to dump a lot of stolens in this lake. They would actually drive them. They'd steal them and they'd drive them. Well, now it's got contoured and landscaping, but in the old days, they would drive them right into the middle of the lake and they'd disappear. Every once in a while, we'd go in there and find 3 or 4 stolens.
And it used to, I don't know if they still do, but every spring it would be stocked with panfish, crappies and sunfish.
I did not know that.
For the city kids to have a place to go fish.
They got a new spot here for these Corinne Hmong kids to play that game. Something tough. I forget what it's called, but I've watched them play here a couple
Zero
times.
East Squad looking break for a domestic at 905 Euclid. Callers. Tom's male neighbor has a female that's intoxicated, refusing to leave, and sounds physical.
But this game that these Corinne folks play is unbelievable.
3-2, I can start.
It's like volleyball nets.
Copy with the squad to assist.
But they have a really small ball that you can only kick with your feet or hit with your head to get over the net.
Right. And the Winter Carnival Medallion was here one year.
382 further info. Suspect is going to be an Indian female under 30.
I can't remember. I was here. I can't remember if that's the year Kathy Hogan, my high school classmate, found the Winter Carnival Medallion, but it might have been this year that she was here. Not much happens here. They cleared it. These paths were not here in the old days. It's just trees.
No, this has really been
remodeled,
fixed up
yeah.
since
A lot less crime too, because people can't seclude themselves away.
Right.
Nice little neighborhood amenity now, you know.
That's 203.
203.
Time to get back to
Yeah,
Boyle's.
we better get back there.
It's closing time. Let's see. I'll probably get away with 15 seconds worth. Play the song Closing Time.
Now playing Closing Time by Semisonic.
We get away with 30 seconds maybe. If you talk over it, then they don't recognize it.
Right. We're just listening to a song.
We're just listening right on the radio. It's almost our closing time. Not quite. See, now we turn it down for a few seconds. Usually it's say 30 seconds of fair play. But we gotta hear the part of the high part.
Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know you want to take me home.
All right. So anyhow, we're gonna check out Closing Time at Bourne's.
Hint, hint, Bourne's.
And hopefully we won't get our whole video taken down. It's just a tribute to the bars closing at 2 o'clock here. I mean, I do pay for that Apple Music. You think I ought to be able to play it in the car, right?
Yeah, I don't see why we can't listen to music while we're on live.
Not sure either, but the viewers might tell us.
205.
Well, we haven't had as many complaints about the camera, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
We're 382 and 370 around.
Getting a lot of compliments on it, actually.
Oh.
On the picture quality. There's quite the limo.
A lot of foreign plates here. Well, I should say foreign, but out of state, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spot 315.
He doesn't look happy.
703. Squad's back. 870 Birmingham Street. Assisting medics with the person down.
VFJ 073. We better get this one. 717. Papa Bravo.
Check out a suspicious vehicle at 522 Anita.
717 Papa Bravo Yankee.
Red Jeep. Bam, bam.
I was kind of half waiting for that.
Well, another car was following him too.
It's 126.
126.
Transporting an adult male to the LEC.
Talking about to the LEC, 20.
There's a nice old, Impala or Caprice? Impala.
Squad, your radio is breaking up. Can you go again?
Apartment on Lewis, coming from?
It's going to be apartment 335. (963) able to copy. It was apartment 335.
Copy. Thanks.
You're welcome. 210.
I don't think they're yelling for us, right?
Don't think so.
Oh, there she is. She's down here. I think we hung out with this group once before. Hi!
Oh.
How's it going?
All right, how you doing?
Good. Everybody doing okay? How many you got in there?
That's the police.
That's the police. We saw you girls here once before.
Yeah, we're talking to my sister.
Oh, I like it.
Look at the
Looks like, hey, it looks like me in the morning. Yeah.
I got the same problem.
Hey, what they say, you can buy your hair if it don't grow.
Where are we going?
I'm coming home. We're going home. We're going home.
Don't you wish there was something else to do?
Somewhere.
Don't you wish there was something else to do?
We need to be in Vegas. We need to go to
Vegas, yeah.
Yes.
Well, Minneapolis is pro. Huh?
Let me out. Why y'all holding me hostage? Let you out. No. Sit down. Well, I want to smoke my cigarette, so let me out. You can smoke your cigarette here. We're going to go.
You can smoke in there.
Sit down. I want to talk to y'all. Tell her to put her motherfucking seatbelt on.
Yeah.
I will when we pull off, right? I don't have to.
Hey, where's mine?
Move Where your seatbelt on, sir?
I better put that on.
Yeah, okay. I'm calling you in. See? Thought you had a friend. But we both went in.
It was under my arm.
Now you gotta get me out of a ticket. I won't tell. It'll just be a speeding ticket. Okay, we're going.
You going home?
Okay, we finna go. Yes,
Yeah.
sir, we going home.
How was Borns tonight?
You was born tonight?
Borns. How was Borns?
Oh, he said how was born. Horrible. Okay, it wasn't nothing happened.
No, that I know, but was it crowded in there? There were a lot of cars, but I don't know.
Not really.
No.
Okay, now people. What's your name, Mr. Officer?
Fletcher.
Oh, you're Officer Fletcher. I've
Yeah.
been seeing you on the same thing.
That's us. You're out. You're live right now.
He be on live, girl. He be on live. That's what I'm talking about. Raise the window up.
Well, you can't see you.
I got 31.
We can only hear you. Huh?
She said she's voting for you.
Well, tell her thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You are now Facebook famous.
Yeah.
Look at him. He is Facebook famous. I be watching it in the morning time. When you go in the morning.
Oh, thank you. That's Pat. Yeah, we usually go home about 4, but hey, have a good Halloween, by the way. And Halloween's tomorrow.
Yes, it
Right.
is, sir.
And
Are you
don't.
dressing up?
I'm gonna pretend I'm a cop. But and there's the other thing.
No, we finna go. We gotta go.
Turn your. You get an extra hour of sleep tomorrow night.
Yeah, daylight savings.
Yeah. No, we're going. Yeah, we're going off daylight savings to turn your clock back. You can stay at 2 o'clock. It becomes 1 o'clock.
Whoa. Thank you.
How's that? That's the tip of the day.
They were fun.
What time is it?
About 2:15 maybe?
Yeah, another 15 minutes. Because we're going to run out of tape anyhow. Another 10 minutes?
Yep.
It's a 4-hour limit. Nice people.
Yes.
Squad 3926.
26.
Can you call data when able?
Copy.
Thank you, 215.
One 2-6 arriving at the LAC.
Well, I'm feeling a little obligated to maybe work tomorrow night.
4466.
Just because there wasn't enough going on tonight.
Yeah. I think we
Truly
should.
Can you add
fulfill our
Union Top Number?
educational mandate,
Copy.
right?
Why not?
So sometime we'll probably not till 9/11 though, right?
Right.
9/11 tomorrow,
I'm in.
or it could be later.
Hey. That's
What was it? Hey, how's it
I'm
going?
not thinking it's one of the twins.
44.
Minnesota?
That is a long stretch.
You like it?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. What's happening?
Very nice. How's it going?
Oh shit! Damn, this is what's happening. Two old school pimps
There you
rolling through Rice Street.
There we go, rolling around.
Tell me the school. What's this? We rolling through fucking Rice Street, 1983 in this motherfucker, right?
There we are.
Yes.
There we are.
Patrolling the motherfucker, pounded out.
Gaffling in the hood.
Yes. You got these bitches on lock over here or what? Yes. Ah shit.
Up.
You got the blue lights back here. Oh damn. Wait. Flick. Oh, you got the cop chest in here. Yes. Having a good time. You guys patrolling the neighborhood?
Yes, sir.
You guys are?
Yes, sir.
What? Hey, wait.
We're looking
I
for
know
a
you.
we're looking for a
I'm
limo.
on the fucking north end page. Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Patrick.
What's your name?
Rolling through. Hey, you wouldn't know me, but I'm a pillar of the community.
That's good.
You ever heard of Camp's Food Market?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's my family right there.
Really?
It is.
You ever heard of Paul Camp?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Very
Really?
cool.
Yes.
Very
You heard
cool.
of him? Paul Camp?
No, I know him well.
Paul Camp, pillar of the community.
Great guy. Wonderful
Guess
guy.
how many years? 120.
He might be
fucking
watching right
years.
now.
Huh?
He might be watching right now.
He might be watching right now.
Yeah.
Laying in his bed.
No, I think he's laying in his bed watching right now.
I think he's watching us on Facebook right now.
He probably is. Oh, is that Facebook right there?
That's Facebook
What's
Live,
up,
right
Pops?
St. Paul edition.
Well, I know this.
Yes.
I know.
'Cause I belong to the North End of the community.
Okay.
And guess what? I totally support it.
Yeah, good
And
for you.
It's a great
if
community.
the North End ever needs my help,
Is that your limo?
yeah, this is my limo.
Cool.
Hey, guess what? If any of the bosses around the neighborhood need a ride, let me know. I'll take them
Pretty
around.
cool. Who you driving tonight?
But you know what the thing is? What happened? Rapid Print company gone.
Yeah.
Hood Goods gone. I mean, what's happening to all the neighborhood businesses around here?
It's been tough times for everybody.
It's been more than, and guess what? Did you know Pops is thinking about, he's actually signing the contract with a real estate agent. He's thinking about selling the store because he's sick of the neighborhood too.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you believe that?
That would be a shame.
We'd
No.
real- we-
you
that
know
would be
how many years Camp's Food Market has been in business?
Would be a terrible loss.
1908
No
is
kidding.
when they started.
You know?
Wow.
It's terrible.
1908 is when Camp's Food Market came into business.
Yep.
Well, I hope he's able to.
And all these
hang in
businesses
there.
around here are having a really hard time.
Well, they should call the mayor. Tell the mayer that
They
needs
should
some
call
help.
the mayor and tell the mayor
Because he should be more
that
interested
he's not
in
doing a good job. I mean, he's invested $10 million into Frogtown Community Center, but he can't invest it into the neighborhood.
You got to keep your current
I mean,
businesses.
I totally get investing $10 million into Frogtown Community Center because it's been a shithole for fucking 30 years. But I also want us to invest into our local businesses.
We do
as well.
too. What's your first name?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Kyle Camp.
Kyle,
yes.
we got to run, but say hi to your father. Tell him we said
You know him?
we love him. I know him well.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Trust me. And you know what? Out of anyone I ever met, Paul Camp is the most honest, legitimate man you'll ever meet. I'm talking about if there's a penny over on taxes that he needs to pay, he's going to pay 20 cents over on that. And you'll never, ever in your life meet a guy like that.
That's awesome.
I couldn't disagree.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm going to go buy some meat,
Nice
from,
to see you
meat
guys.
from tomorrow.
All right.
Nice to see you,
Take
Kyle.
care, man.
Support
Thank you.
local businesses.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for talking to me, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, have a good one.
Come on, Born. It's time to close. All right, well, make one more quick. Oh, what's the kitty? What's the kitty eating there? Can you see the kitty on our camera?
Oh,
Little kitty. Don't scare him away though.
oh no, he ain't good. He appreciates being able to see what he's chewing
What
on.
is he chewing on there? I gotta pull over and see what he's chewing on. Is it a pumpkin? No, it's French fries. It's all you, cat. Sorry, man. It's all you. French fries.
Who doesn't love French fries? Living proof right there.
But I think for it looked a little bit like that bread that you get at Dairy Queen. That's semi-buttered on one side and tastes terrible. Have you ever had the Dairy Queen bread?
No.
It's not very good.
You just convinced me never
But
never
French
to
fries,
do
the,
it.
The chicken's good, but then it comes with these little pieces, flat pieces of bread. My point was even the cat didn't like it.
Oh.
He was eating the French fries. You know, I gotta say that was one of the funniest things that's happened. Is I pull around because I see the cat, and you can't see him because the car's in the way.
Right.
And you're looking around. What the hell did you see? It's cute. I I do appreciate your intensity. It was just a cat. Well, definitely is one of the slower 2 o'clocks we've had, huh?
Yes, indeed.
Squad 220, copy the disorderly en route to 647 Victoria Street, apartment 1 at 222. Tempo to squad, central and eastern tide at console 3. Central and eastern tide at console 3 for the night. Info 223.
Well, good news is no one got killed tonight, at least not that we know of.
That's always good.
What time is it?
224.
You better do your sign off then before we get cut off.
Right, and we are going that direction.
9172 and 71 to copy, be advised. Looks like it's a male arguing with a female, lots of screaming heard. Per phone history, boyfriend's possible name is Ricky Stewart, 41-year-old black male, average build, wearing a white shirt, pajama pants.
Where's that at, Chloe?
I copy, I'm pulling up. 224.
Squad 0.
Copy.
All right, go ahead and sign off because we got to sign off anyhow. 'Cause we're at the
Right.
end of our...
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us tonight. It was a little different than usual with starting at 6:11, taking the break and coming back. It appears we will most likely be here tomorrow night.
We're leaning that way. Plan on 9/11.
So 9/11 tomorrow night is likely. It's not a for sure yet, but it's very likely.
We don't want to come out till all the kiddies are off the street.
Good point. But thank you for joining us tonight, and we will see you next